And with every year that passes, it seems that the cycle of violence only increases, not just in the slums of Nairobi, but all over Kenya. Many young Kenyans are deeply distrustful of the police, especially in the slums. But King Kafu is different. Everyone knows his story. So now he travels across Kenya acting as a middleman between youths who want to give up crime and the police.
Mimi siwezi regret kuwa kwa crime. Naona hiyo ni jani. Ni jani ndio nijipate hapa sasa na educate vijana wasare mambo ya crime. Juu watu wengi wanasemaga mtu ametoka kwa crime huyo ni informer. But mimi nawaambiaga mimi si informer, mimi ni reformer. Nilikuja nikaona hii life ya crime, nimeenda jela, mabeste wamededi. Na hii crime kwanza isaidii kitu. Hakuna kitu ilinisaidia ya maana. That's why nikawacha.
But it is not an easy path. Today's King Kafu is traveling to the shores of Lake Victoria in the west of Kenya. He's heard from a young man who says he wants to give up his weapon. We travel together so I can see how things might unfold.
Niko area za Kisumu ndio nimeland. Nimekaa mkichungulia kijana fulani alikuwa amenicall kutoka Instagram. Sago dwelling, rada iwe safi.
Sorry, the mobile subscriber cannot be reached.
But gaining trust is not easy. And the guy who was in touch with King Kafu is now proving hard to reach.
Samahani, mteja wa nambari uliopiga hapatikani kwa sasa.
Sasa ndio sasa nampigia but anazima simu akiasha. So hizi ndo ma-challenge napitia. Nikiwatafuta ama vijana. Sasa unaona ni mteja, anawasha simu akizima. Lakini na hope atawasha tu simu.
People are scared of violent crime, but those with the guns are equally scared of handing them over. They fear that they might become a target for the police. And with this in mind, King Kafu had a request for the government.
Mimi naweza ongea na vijana warudishe gun. Kitu tu mimi nataka mniashue, ukijana akirudisha gun, hamtamfanya kitu yoyote.
In Kenya, police killings of civilians are tragically common. The majority of those targeted are poor young men. And this makes anyone willing to hand over their guns fearful of becoming a target themselves. Knowing all of this, King Kafu perseveres with the young man with the AK-47.
Yes. Sawa, sasa pia usini disappoint. Kuja tu faster basi. Sawa. Sio rahisi mtu kukutrust. At least sasa unameshika simu.
And eventually they meet.
Kitu mbaya nishaifanya, niliua mtu. Sasa unajua hapo hivyo, siku feel any juu hiyo time nilikuwa nishavuta dawa. Kuna dawa tunatumianga. So huoni kama ni kitu kikubwa.
Nini ilifanya ukaamua kureform?
Juu kuna maybe day itaweza fika familia yangu ikose kukula na baadaye wataumia. Nikienda pale ni mess, nipigwe ridhe pale, hakuna mtu atashikilia familia yangu. So nikasema tu acha design tu mimi nimeamua tu na roho yangu, acha nirudishe hii kitu. Mimi bunduki yenye nimeamua kurudisha ni AK-47. At least nikae free.
King Kafu has agreed clear protocols with the police for the handing in of firearms.
Makarao wataniamini kwa sababu before ni kijana akinipigia simu nafuata procedure vile niliambiwa. Kitu ya kwanza ukipigiwa simu na kijana kama kuna anataka kurudisha bunduki haramu, unatu alert kwanza. Sasa nimekutana na kijana akakubali kutoa mali. Sasa anafaa tunafaa kuendea mali jioni.
tufanye hivi kabla sijafika point ya kutoa mali.
Yes.
Wacha kwanza uende kwa sasa kama uko Kisumu.
Yes.
Unafika kwa hospitali ya Kisumu. Wape vitu vya kutuma.
All seemed to be going to plan. Kafu went to the police to alert them that they will be returning with an illegal gun. And the police in Kisumu were expecting him to bring in the firearm later that evening. But at the last minute, the man lost his nerve and disappeared. Kafu left to the police station. I was left with the young man. We were seated here. We had our lunch. We chilled, we talked. I think he made a call. He walked slowly towards that direction. Young man never came back. I wonder what happened. What made him change his mind? And I'm wondering what will happen with this gun. Will it go back to crime? Will it ever go back to where it's supposed to be? After our unsuccessful trip to Kisumu, I headed back to Nairobi. I wanted to catch up with Jacob. I heard he was back at home after a month in hospital and multiple operations.
Hey, Jack. Hey. Poa. Salama. Kabisa.
Jua kwamba siku moja itakutendekea.
Jua tu huwa anashutiwa nini moja anakufa. So nilikuwa nahofia hata mimi. So sikuwa najua siku moja pia mimi naweza nifikia. Waliniharibia maisha for real. Sisikii vizuri, nilikuwa na bag. Siwezi tembea juu bag inaweza tokana anytime. Kijaa kinyesi inaweza tokana. Inaibisha kwa barabara, so nikatwa hapo. Kitendo imeniogopesha sana siku hizi. Siwezi kaa na amani. Naogopa kila saa, nisikia mlio mahali nashtuka. Hofu yangu kubwa ni kwamba maybe wanaweza rudi ama wanaweza ningoja mahali tena. Ndio kitu naogopa. I feel very painful sana. Because this is maisha yangu.
As terrible as Jacob's situation is, he's one of the lucky ones. Jacob survived his gun attack, but many don't. Stephen Alade, a young footballer, was murdered for his phone whilst heading home from training. Stephen was a star player with a bright future ahead of him, a future cut short because of a mobile phone.
Wakamuona na kuja, sio angewaona. Kavurugana kidogo, yeye pia akajaribu kukatalia simu yake. So kwa hiyo harakati vurugana wakaanza kumpiga risasi.
Kenolo was Stephen's coach at Shofko FC, a second division football team from Kibera, one of the biggest slums in Nairobi.
Ni kijana mdogo sana, 22 years. Ni very painful sana kuona mtu kama huyo anapigwa risasi 5 kwa sababu ya simu. Huyo alikuwa ni kijana mchangamfu, kijana wa bidii, kijana mdogo unamtegemea, na ni mtu angeenda mbali na mpira.
Yule mtoto anapenda mpira. Alikuwa anaenda anasoma, akitoka huko ni akili mpira. Mpaka hadi kifo yake.
I can't imagine the pain of having to bury your own child. But there are countless parents across Kenya suffering the same trauma.
Juu kila mahali ukisonga pale ni hiyo uhalifu ya hiyo mabunduki. Na zinamaliza watoto wetu. Mtoto wangu ameuliwa kiunyama ile ya kusikitisha. Na watoto wetu wakikufa hivi kiholela. Tunashinda wazazi tukimbilie wapi.
Barely a week after Stephen's murder, his killer was gunned down in a shootout with the police. 2 young lives gone forever, all for the sake of a single phone. It is tragedies like this that King Kafu is trying to stop.
Hello.
Yes, Pastor.
Hello.
Mambo, Pastor?
Poa sana.
Niko hapa roundabout. Yes, niko round hapa hivi sasa.
With Kenya in the grip of an economic crisis, King Kafu's mission to help young men escape a life of crime is becoming all the more urgent.
Tunajaribu kupigania hao vijana. Siwezi taja hiyo mtani gani, lakini kuna mtaa naelekea. Watu wapendi kuonekana. Ni kama hata ukijitokeza, ukijisalimisha hivi, wengi hawaamini watakaa.
King Kafu has come to meet a young man who wants to hand in his gun to the police. His pastor has agreed to help him, but they are both fearful that this may come back to haunt him.
Kwa hivyo sasa, yule unaweza mtetea, anaweza kurecover ama anaweza kureform.
Kwa maana anaweza penda huyu kijana, anaweza penda asaidike, maisha yake isiwe ya vitisho, ya kukimbia mara ya kuwa na uoga, anakuwa kosefu.
Yes.
Mimi niko tayari kurudisha. Unaenda unazima mtu ndio utakula miezi 3 vizuri, lakini umeacha umemwaga damu ya mtu, umeumiza mtu, umemwacha mtu na malawama. Your life ni ngori jo hapa nje. Yaani ile trust ile sasa nitaambia nani? Noma ni njia sasa ya kupeleka.
Making the wrong choice can be deadly. The young man tells Kafu of a friend of his who tried to surrender 2 guns.
Huyo boy alikuwa ameenda kwa mzee wa nyumba 10. Mzee sijui alienda akafikisha maneno stenje nini. Jamaa alikujuanga tu hapa, hata si mbali. After week moja tulisikianga ni marehemu ako Mora. Alipatikana Moranga kwa modi. Noma Kafu. Hapa mtaani ni noma. Makarau local hiyo ndio fia yangu. Hapo tu ndio inaanguka yote.
Confirmation lazima wa confirm na waambiane. Tafadhali kijana amejisalimisha. Kwa hivyo wachanini naye kabisa.
Kafu knows that the young man's fears are justified and calls a local police chief to reassure him.
Alafu mkubwa. Habari unaendelea poa bado?
Niko poa.
Mimi nilikuwa naomba nikirudisha hii mali, kama itawezekana mkubwa wa Buruburu na King Kafu na pasta wangu hapa, tukuje tu tutembeze hizi stations za huku kwetu. Unijulishe tu, waambie tu kweli venye iko nikisharudisha hiyo. Anisafishie jina huku mtaani.
Sawa, no problem.
King Kafu's work seems to have paid off this time. And a couple of days later, I follow him, the young man and the pastor to the police station with the gun. The first thing the police do is check the serial number on the weapon.
Ilikuwa ni ya polisi ama kwa juni kuletewa? Imeandikwa KP.
I don't know how he got hold of it, but it doesn't fully surprise me that this is a police gun. There have been widespread allegations of Kenya police hiring and selling firearms to criminals, as well as selling ammunition. As the gun is being handed over, Kafu and the pastor seek further reassurance that the young man will not be in danger.
Anafanya biashara yake kwa mlango hivi, kwa nje ya kanisa. Pastor amempatia nafasi auze vitu zake hapo nje kwa mlango.
Kwa maana mimi nimekuwa na yeye muda wa mwaka mmoja na nusu. Ninaonanga mtu akichange.
Sasa mimi mkiniashua tu vizuri tutaendelea hii kazi kabisa.
Sasa unakuta pia yeye anahofia kwa maana anaona watu hata mimi labda naweza sema tena nikuje ni
Akisarenda kama ile voluntary surrendering. Yes. Hakuna mtu atachukua mamlaka.
And so reassured by the police, everyone heads outside the station to speak to the press.
Siku ya leo tumeweza kurecover bunduki ambayo imeletwa na volunteer. Ndio hii na ndio iko na DCIO wetu. Anaweza piga picha hapo, lakini ujue hii ni exhibit sasa.
Kwa hivyo nataka tu waongee hapa mbele ya
Kafu uses the occasion to make sure the police publicly repeat the commitment to the young man's safety.
Mimi nataka tu mkubwa hapa saizi OCPD aashue ukijana vile tumeongea huko ndani, atembezwe kwa hizo police station zote hizo. Amesema anataka atembee na amani, akuwe na freedom at least, ama askari wengine wasimsumbue. Na mimi nataka tu serikali pia waashue hawa vijana, wakirudisha hizi vitu kama watapotezwa ama watawekwa vizuri. Kwa hivyo mimi naomba serikali waweze kucooperate tu hivyo hivyo. Hawa vijana wanataka kuonesha upendo,
na wale wanasarenda, tuko pamoja kushirikia nao.
As we leave the press conference, I follow Kafu and the young man in their car.
Once ukiwa na ile gani, wewe ni adui ya kila mtu. Kwa hivyo wewe jua, ukirudisha hii kitu, life yako kitu ya kwanza go in peace.
Enyewe nimefurahi, nimechorea na nimeondokea. Saa hii nadai kurudi life normal. Tuchoree hizi vitu, rudisha tu roho safi. Mtu asikuje kukutisha ati we leta kitu. Rudisha, wakikujia jo atakuangusha.
The return of a single gun is just a drop in the ocean, but it may save one life. For this young man, it could be the start of a better life. I wonder if others are ready to take this bold step, but only if we as Kenyans are ready to accept and help them back into society.
Kwame Asariobeng, popularly known as A+, joins Frima Edinyame and Anatufo Boatin on the Upside Down Show this Sunday.
I need you to be brutally honest with us, as candid as you can be. Why did you become an MP? Was it to show somebody, say, yeah, some muka say, but me to a day?
If I want, I will be.
Yeah,
that is part of it. And listen, guys, all of you watching me, don't spend too much time arguing about what others can't achieve.
Isn't it interesting how people in the entertainment space are making it up the political ladder?
It's good. Don't let people take you too serious. They'll fight you.
Yeah.
So when I was campaigning, I'll go and campaign, I'll rush to UTV, I'll come and fight small UTV. The next day they'll be on social media fighting, I'll be in the village campaigning. Before they saw I was MP.
Of course.
Yeah, they should see us as concert. We will show them.
Accompanying him is DJ Abeku. And a poet, Joel King Speaks.
Because like labels, I was tagged the cripple, and my friend a dumb man also part of the clan of disables.
Join us this Sunday at 7 p.m. prompt for the Upside Down Show, only on Channel 1 TV.
Welcome. It's Play to Aid.
Get ready for the game show where every play has a purpose. Welcome to Play to Aid, the only game show where your knowledge and skill don't just win you prizes, they help change lives.
What sport is considered the most popular in the world?
Football. Every point you earn goes toward real-world support, from school supplies to health kits, clean water to emergency relief. Play smart, play big, Play to Aid. Catch all the action, the drama, and the heat.
Most commonly spoken language in Brazil.
Portuguese. Play to Aid every Sunday at 3:30 p.m. only on Channel 1 TV.
Edna, let's begin.
The Play to Aid game show is proudly sponsored by Tang Palace, Giraffe Island, and VVIP.
Where
politics meets power where the tough questions are asked. Welcome to Face to Face. Every Tuesday at 9 p.m., join Umaru Sanda Amadou as he takes you face to face with the key players shaping the future of our nation.
I lost over $10 million at the trade fair.
You had a fight with the management of trade fair?
I don't have a fight with them. I just deplore the way they went about what they did.
Let's talk about the chief prosecutor of the state at the time that you were being prosecuted, Godfrey Yeboah-Dame, the Attorney General.
Yes. I think he was directed to jail us.
By who?
By the system.
Boku has been a failure for your government, though.
Can't be a failure.
You have not solved it.
No, you are not praising them, the previous government for solving it, which was even a more difficult case.
It's quite obvious that from these votes, the people felt that let's just let you go.
So they were disappointed in us. You are essentially the worst government in the Fourth Republic.
I don't know how you are doing that. If you based on the indicators.
Yes, based on the number of people who refuse to come and vote for you.
If that is your analysis, then why not?
No filter, no boundaries, just the truth behind the headlines. Deep, bold, and unflinching. Face to Face with Umaru Sanda Amadou airs on Tuesdays at 9 p.m. only on Channel 1 TV, where politics gets real.
Beautiful people, the weekend is here. You're welcome to the chat right here on Channel 1 TV with me, Akol Kumsin. The chat is a show where we talk about everything and anything that's happening in the entertainment space. And you know, today is the 3rd of May, which means we are 1 week away from knowing who is going to be our artist of the year in the Ghana music industry, because the TGMAs will be happening next week, Saturday, 10th of May. 2025. I nearly said April, but yeah, we're done with the month of April. So yeah, but yeah, so we'll get to know who is going to win our artist of the year. PRs have been employed to actually make a strong case for the artist, but it looks like it is sliding a little bit into undermining each other in the entertainment space. So we are coming to put some sanity in the space. We are coming to call people to order. What are the things that you can say? What can't you say? How can we actually fight and have a very good and a very entertaining and exciting fight to garner for our artist of the year? And then also I've been having a conversation with Olive the Boy. I mean, this guy, his pen game is massive, his lyrics crazy, his voice entertaining and exciting. So we'll be looking at that as well. We're having a conversation with him right here in the studio. Actually, that verse he wrote on King Promise's favorite story, we'll be delving deeper into that. We have all this and more right here on the chat. We'll go for a quick music break, and this music break will be a live performance by Olive the Boy. Right after that, I have a conversation for you right here on the chat. You're welcome. My name is Akol Kumsin. Confirm on all social media platforms at PK_Kumsin, Kumsin spelled with a double N. It's going to be fun. It's going to be entertaining. Stick and stay and enjoy this performance by Olive the Boy.
Just to lose it, make her just to lose it, oh. If you see the way the girl fine, oh girl fine, she come me tripping like a fool, baby, you're mine, no doubt. Make you never lie like me, cause I no go like to wound the girl, make her no go fight and blow your head, oh. I go fit to make you want to run, me I go fit scatter everywhere. In another life you are my babe, and I no go like to ever live. Every other life, girl, I go there. Whenever you are, girl, I go live with you, babe. Don't drop me, Don't drop me, I'm looking at you, I want something from. Don't drop me, okay, only you there. You make I just lose my nights. You make I just you make I just lose my nights. You make I just the way you make I love you too much. I swear, if you leave me, you go bad. If you try go, you go easy. Now so long, go be your best friend. You go tell me for. If you leave me, you go bad. If you try go, you go. Now so long, go be your best friend. See, baby, I swear, I know you know that I don't care. Whatever happen, no, I don't. If your love could be the death of me, then I say, killing me, don't spare me, babe. Don't spare me, babe. No way, baby. No could paint out, babe. I know say everything go fit turn out great. In another life, you are my babe. And I no go like to ever live. Every other life, girl, I go there. Whenever you are, girl, I go live with you, yeah. Don't drop me, I'm again at you, I want something. Don't drop me, oh yeah. Don't drop me, oh. You make I just lose my nights. Hey, you make I just you make I just lose my nights, you make I just the way you make I love you too much, I swear. If you leave me, go bad. If you try go, you go now silent, go be your best friend. Go be your best friend. See, if you leave me, you go over you. If you try go, you go now silent, go be your best friend. See, if you leave me, you go. If you try go, now silent, go be your best friend. See, if you leave me, go. I swear, my dear, my body go dead. If you leave me, go. I swear, my dear. No leave me, go. I swear, my dear, my body go dead, baby. No leave me, go. I swear, my dear, my body go dead, baby.
Welcome back. That was such a beautiful glitch performance from Olive the Boy. I mean, the guy I'll be having a conversation with very soon. He performed Asylum. He has a verse on Favorite Story. I mean, this guy is rocking the waves and making it big in our industry. So we are super excited to have a young chap like this doing it massive in the Ghana music industry. I think he'll be at the TGMAs next week, so we are likely to see a performance from him. I'm looking forward to it, actually. So yeah, let's make it big for him. We'll go for a quick break. When we return, we have a conversation for you right here on The Chat. Stick and stay, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Life is a celebration of moments. Big and small.
The sun is scorching, I'm feeling the heat.
With Piva Drink, every moment becomes a refreshing celebration. From the beach to your home, in every corner of your world, Piva Drink adds a burst of refreshment.
Give me Piva cocktail and tangerine.
Celebrate every moment with Piva Drink. Refreshment for every occasion. Piva Drink, a taste you will love.
P for Piva.
This advert is FDA approved.
Looking for the latest buzz in Ghana's entertainment world? Welcome to Ghana Weekend, your ultimate destination for all things creativity and entertainment.
Stay in the loop with breaking news, exclusive interviews, and then insider stories from your favorite creatives and stars.
From music, movies, fashion and art, lifestyle and culture, Ghana Weekend brings it all together. Get a daily dose of entertainment, discover new talent, and never miss out on the creativity that defines our vibrant culture.
Stay connected with us across all platforms. Follow us on Instagram with the handle Ghana Weekend, on X Ghana Weekend, on TikTok Ghana Weekend, at Ghana Weekend TV on YouTube for the latest in entertainment, travel, and everything Ghana. Don't miss out. Join the Ghana Weekend family today. Ghana Weekend, where entertainment meets creativity. Visit GhanaWeekend.com now.
Kwame Asariobe, popularly known as A+, joins Freema.
Of course.
Yeah, they should see us as concert. We will show them.
Accompanying him is DJ Abeku and a poet. Joel King speaks.
Because like labels, I was tag the cripple, and my friend a dumb man also part of the clan of disables.
Join us this Sunday at 7 p.m. prompt for the Upside Down Show, only on Channel 1 TV.
Welcome back to the chat right here on Channel 1 TV with me, Kokum. If you see me rocking something green, yes. Thank you very much to Kama Clothing for giving me this beautiful shirt to actually rock and look all blossoming. Yeah, I'm blossoming this evening. Thank you very much. But yes, today we're having a beautiful conversation because next week we are getting to know our Artist of the Year. So we want to know the PR game that is going on in pushing for one act to win. Are we undermining each other? Are we actually pushing it? Are we making it too dirty for the industry? I mean, it looks like around this time, everybody, all guns blazing, everybody is going on full attack to actually undermine the work of each other. Can we actually praise each other as we also forge forward in our music industry? And today, I have three gentlemen to help me, run this conversation today. And then they are going to actually dissect and open everything up for us to know how to actually do this PR game very well and be very respectful about it. Let me start from Zoom because he's joining us all the way from the UK. George Britton. Actually, George Britton is the reason why we are having this conversation because he put up a post, I think a few weeks ago regarding this. So hi George, how you doing?
I'm good, man. How's it going?
I'm doing very, very well. I'm a sign and a wonder. I think last week we were supposed to have this conversation, but then we couldn't have this conversation because a few hitches here and there. But it's good to have you on today. I hope everything is going on well.
We're doing very well, my brother. Everything is going on.
By the way, I'm not supposed to ask this or that, but I'll do it anyway. How's your wife doing?
Fortunately for us, everybody's fine. She's fine. Baby girl is fine.
Beautiful.
Everyone is fine. Yeah.
Esther regards to her.
All right, shall we, sir?
And then also in studio, I have Edem Mensah Totome, who is an entertainment journalist. Edem is always busy.
Chairman.
How you doing?
Charlie, I'm doing well.
Ricky's even laughing.
I'm not at your post, Charlie. How you could do?
Yeah, but it looks like you're always busy.
At times it's the demands of the job.
It's the demands of the job.
As I did here, if somebody sent me an invitation. Charlie, wahala, At times I ask KOD, Charlie, how you do it?
How you do it, man?
Everybody wants you somewhere.
Yeah.
It's really demanding.
Yeah. But I hope everything is going on well.
By the grace, yeah.
Nice. And it looks like you've been busy because ever since the change of government happened, you've been very, very busy.
As journalists, we will certainly be busy, especially when there are a lot of activities within the space.
Yeah.
We have our beat. So we have to report on what is happening.
Yeah. Everybody's looking forward to your green letter, by the way.
Oh, I beg.
Why you don't get green letter?
Oh, I beg. The share finished. I'm not part, so I don't do the campaign side. So Charlie,
you go come.
No contribution, no chop.
Good. And also I have Ricky Tennyson, who is a music executive who is now becoming or has become a regular on the show. It looks like you enjoy being here.
No, this is home. Yeah.
All right, but how you doing? How you doing? How's the weekend been?
I'm very well. I'm very well. Like George, when you saw George was looking very blossomy.
Yeah.
And he was licking his lips a lot too as well, all the way from the UK. Your mind for day, bro. Your mind for day. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, last week there was a few things that happened, so you also couldn't be on the rain and all of that. But it's good to have you here. Actually. Let's start from here because earlier this week or in the middle of the week, we launched this whole Black Star experience that we've been talking about, and Edem Mensah Chochome was there. So Edem, can you just run us through this whole Black Star experience? Invitation in the money train kakra. Oh, sure. Why? Arsenal so loose. It's why.
Betpreneurs for
I mean, Arsenal
Arsenal loose. It's why sure. I don't know if George is an Arsenal fan.
No, Chelsea fan.
Just a Chelsea fan. Oh, okay.
It is stress.
So in the blink there. But Ricky, what was your team?
Oh, Top United. You know.
Top United.
Charlie,
I have 3 people who are stressed in the industry on my show. Anyway, we'll take it like that. But yeah, there has to the Black Star experience.
Yeah, I think it was an amazing launch. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you look at, from the whole setup and the kind of speeches we had, and I mean, at the end of the day, after the whole thing, the
euphoria,
the messages, the conversations after the whole thing looks promising. But I mean, I just want to believe that it will not rest there, because when the president was swearing in the minister, Honorable Ablaji Fagomashi, one of the KPIs he gave the minister was the Black Stars experience. And it was in his 120 days social contract with the people. And it tells you, he was also at the launch. It tells you how crucial this is to him as a legacy. And I really want to see this happen. Because if you look at the whole, idea of the Black Stars experience, it's revolving around the nation branding. We know countries who have done this nation branding. South Africa has done Brand South Africa, and they are still pushing that agenda. There is the Estonia, Malaysia,
Kenya.
Different countries,
Tanzania.
And people too have researched in certain things where you will not see, or they will not come out to say, but it will manifest. Germany has done that in automobile. Other countries, UK, football, among education. So normally nation branding, what you do is you try to create a unique image, or you create a unique appeal for people to have that kind of. Anytime your name comes to mind, they can have that feeling. So when you talk about America, people will talk about their Hollywood. So there are the positive reputations which comes around the nation. So I am happy. We have a lot of them over the years, but I am happy that there is a conscious effort to be able to champion that agenda, so that we will be able to further harness those things we have. Nation brandings have what we call the economic and social cultural importance, because there is that economic impact. When your nation is known for a certain positive reputation, it invites investors, attracts investors, attracts tourists, talent, trade, and so many things. So that importance is enormous. So as a country, we need to ensure that we'll be able to harness it. And if you look at, I've had the privilege of being in a meeting where the proponents of the Black Stars experience shared their research, and clearly you see that it is really thought out, where they looked at about 20 nation-branded countries and how they went about their nation branding and find a way to incorporate that into the country. And as part of their benchmarking, they want to, in the few years, be amongst such nations. And
that's great.
The pillar or the pinnacle of the whole thing is that they are amplifying or creating. So what it means is that the existing programs they are going to amplify them. And those that does not exist, they will create.
All right.
I mean, and as part of that, August is going to be the Ghana Music Week, and in August they're going to have beach parties and carnivals across the regions, among other things.
I really love these things, right? When they are being.
Then there is the fashion week, and among so many, and all of these are bedrock on 7 pillars. I mean, from the cuisine, heritage, literature, cinema, our sound, aesthetic, style, among other things. So, I mean, we just.
No, I was coming to that. So because I'm excited about the level of knowledge he has about this particular project. Because as he mentioned, he's not even a part of it. He was only invited. But for him to have been able to properly understand and soak it to this level, it'd be great. And I know him. He's not too much of a political person where I would talk, say, oh, he has a side or something, or he has an interest. But this is someone that was, invited based on his stake or his role in industry. And for him to have understood it this deep, it speaks volumes. It tells you how far the project will go. And lastly, for me, I'm also excited because I happen to know a few people who are working behind the scenes on the project. Aside Rex, Marco Rex Omar, who is actually the leader. He's been able to find ways to recruit key industry stakeholders. Someone like Rudy Kwachi. Rudy is also a part of it.
I'm excited.
Concerts,
massive concerts are coming back.
And Rudy is not too much of a party person. So for them to have gone out of their way to recruit someone like Rudy, I know Jesse Japan as well. Edward, I know all of these people. For me to have found some of these people in, it tells me that look, this is not just an issue of job for the boys, but actually job for the country. And I'm pretty much very, very excited about it, and I'm looking forward to how far it will go, because like you said, the introduction is always it's always hopeful.
But the work.
And there's something the president said. I just want to believe that it will not be a political talk, but it will manifest, because he said that over the years, he has been president before, he's been vice president before. He said over the years, the creative and the tourism sector has been underinvested, which is very true. But that should change, and he wants to start now.
All right.
And he wants to open the door, and we should make sure that when he opens it, nobody comes to close it.
All right. Now, let me just pick George's also thoughts on this, because, I mean, it looks like it's exciting for everybody. Investment coming for the creative space. We'll be calling for this for the longest time. How does this make you feel as somebody who is also into, the creative space, but also invested into the tourism space as well? Because you, create travel experiences for people as well. So how exciting is this news for you as well? As somebody invested in that space.
Well, it's exciting, especially knowing what I know about what was launched. I think I was privy to some of the activities even before it came out. So it's really exciting because, like Adam said, the main aim is to sell Ghana, to brand Ghana to the rest of the world. And looking at the people involved, looking at the people involved here, they will tell you. I've had conversations even ahead of time. But what we can also do to contribute from this side of the world. So at the end of the day, it's one goal that we're all trying to achieve, to market Ghana, market Ghana so we can get more investors in the country.
All right. Thank you very, very much.
Not just the not just the creative industry as well, but we are looking at every aspect or every sector in Ghana that we can bring people from the diaspora, to Ghana. So it's something that I know Rex Omar, being the head of the organization, is really, 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 he means what he's doing. If you have conversations with him, you can tell that he really wants to see this, come to light. And fortunately for them, it's with the support of the number one gentleman of the land. So yeah, it's good. I think it's just a beautiful initiative. The launch was beautiful, but I hope it wouldn't just, stop at the launch. But the dreams, the vision will be achieved.
Yeah. And I really like how we've all agreed, unanimously, that it shouldn't just end at the launch, but then beyond the launch, we should see something beautiful, something massive happening as well. But let's get into our conversation for this week or for today. We are in the final week of the TGMAs. I think voting will be ending very, very soon. Artists or the leading artists for the Artist of the Year all decided to employ PRs to actually, push their bid for the Artist of the Year. But it looks like it got to a point, it got a bit murky, because of the whole
murky.
Oh, sorry.
We got here
because of the whole, it is. This one didn't do anything. What at all did you do? You've not done anything. You have not done anything. My artist has done this. What are the shows that you played? The shows you played were back behind or some village shows you played. I played international shows. All of these things. And then also, George Britton, you actually posted something that sparked this whole conversation. And I want to read this to the hearing of a good number of people as well. Last week I read it on the show, but we couldn't get into the conversation. Now, on the 18th of April, George Britton posted on his Facebook, and he has a very old picture. Which year did he take this picture, actually, George Britton?
Not the old guy. Let me ask
the one with Sarkodie, yeah?
Yeah, the one with Sarkodie. Have you seen this picture?
This be back in 1930 something.
Yeah, I think it should be 2010 or somewhere. I'm sure 2010, between 2010 to 2012. Yes.
All right. So he has an old picture of himself as Sarkodie, and on there he said, "How are artists align themselves to public ridicule just for the sake of Ghana Music Awards? I was under the impression that the public, board, and academy were responsible for voting for the hardest working artist of the year. So where is this PR banter that belittles the efforts of others coming from?" Now let's start with you, George. What was your observation that actually got you to push or post something like this on your Facebook wall? What did you observe that resulted in this post?
I think what I observed was the truth being told in daylight, This is showbiz. There are some things we keep it on the carpet. We don't bring them out. Again, it's good for every musician or artist or any creative to have a PR whose role is to project the activities or the doings of this talent. The problem I have with this, especially three, I don't know where this came in, but the problem I have with these three is the fact that you have to put one down before you climb up, which I think is not right. Now listen, beyond the awards, these same words that they said are going to be used against the same artist. Sally came out to say, Sally's not one of them, but the thing she came out to say about Paluta was really, damn it. Aside him, I think Philly has also come out to say stuff about Stoneboy retrogressing and this and that. If Stoneboy come, it's really going to hurt me because we are putting in work, and when I hear stuff like this, it really, really hurts. I think so far I've not really seen. No, don't let me mention it. But at the end of the day, I think it was just about attacking. You can come out and project the, like I said, the activities of your artists. It will be well received, all right? But coming to let others know that this person hasn't done that, this person is retrogressing, this person has no impact, this person has Mind you, everybody that was nominated in the category has done something worth being there.
Yeah.
Every one of them has put in work. I think there were some nominees I had to do a research to find out what he actually did the year because it wasn't in my face. So clearly, it is not just about putting one down, but it's about giving us projections of what your talent has done. And it was really bad to hear stuff that we were saying against that. That's not what we want. We want the world to know that, hey, Stoneboy has done A, B, C, and D. King Paluta has done A, B, C, and D. What's his name? Promise has done this, and this is what we want to hear. Promise has played shows in the Asia, he has done this, so that people who don't know get to know that, and per this submission, they are going to vote for this artist.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, a Stoneboy PR will come and attack a Promise PR will come and attack a Stoneboy, then, attack, Paluta, and, it becomes very murky, like you said, again, and it's not good for our industry. We just want to project. And the sad thing here is that it makes the other categories look like it's not important.
Yeah.
If I'm a new artist of the year, And because I don't have the PR or I don't have somebody to come and, make my competitors look dirty, it doesn't look good. It doesn't really look good. So that was what I witnessed, and I felt like, somebody needs to speak. And I used the platform of Facebook.
Yeah, and today we are here having a conversation about it. So thank you very much for actually pushing something for us to have a conversation about. Adam, I'll come to you. What has also been your observation of this whole PR season that we are in? Because it looks like all these guys go to sleep so after 10th of May, so let's say 11th of May, all of them will go to sleep until next year, April. Then they are all employed, and then they are. But what has been your observation of this whole PR game? Because I think it started about, 3 years ago. That's when this whole PR thing has been in our faces.
I think it's more of a spokesperson thing, because PR goes beyond just speaking for artists, I mean, it's more of a spokesperson thing where they are trying to communicate the works the artists have done over the period. And I mean, at times it get heated, because if you want to look at the issue of PR, I mean, it goes beyond just speaking for the artists, I mean, there is the media relations, stakeholder relations, and the base of PR is stakeholder relations, you know, and the artist has so many publics. I mean, from promoters to corporate institutions to
the audience,
the
followers,
the various followers, and different publics. So, I mean, PR manages those relationships, and I mean, with the corporate institutions, with promoters, and so that work is very elaborate. And you come to the media relations, where they are, I mean, getting the artists covered by the media through press releases, interviews, among other, I mean, on-the-spot interviews, among other things, So this is more of, I mean, a spokesperson
role,
kind of role they are taking, because that is what I see. But when it comes to, I mean, the communication bits, at times, we are human. It can get heated, and it may not be planned, but emotions can come at play, especially when there is contest. Everybody wants to win the contest, and clearly, I mean, articulating your arguments, you may use certain words which may not sit well with the others, and also thinking that they are watching me and they will say that I've allowed my artists be run down. They also try to also come hard to be able to show that, okay, I stood up at the person. And I mean, for me, I think that it's more of the spokesperson. I mean, they need to be measured in whatever they do, because don't forget that now the artists have endorsed you. So it means that, I mean, in that there's that brand association, which means that there's transfer, equity, anything you do. You see, when they say Stonebwoy's PR, Kim Promise's PR, Kim Palute's PR. So it means if you are doing things which are not in line, because all of them, we know what their brand values and other things are, missions and the tone of their brand, we know. So if you do something contrary to those aspects of their brand, it means you are not representing them well. You make, if you do those things, you make, I mean, they go out of the equity. People will say like, this is not how Kim Promise behaves. This is not how Stonebwoy behaves. And if you are not careful, you rather, you have to bridge. I mean, if you want to do PR, you have to bridge. In as much as you are buffering, as you are protecting the brand, you are protecting the reputation, which is the essence of PR, buffering and bridging. You don't need to buffer too much. If you buffer too much, you forget to bridge. And that is where your public will have issue with you. So as they are buffering, protecting the image and reputation of the artists, they shouldn't forget the bridging, because the bridging is what can also win you live. It is what can also conscientize people, oh, Charlie, this is cool, let me fall in love. So as they are doing the work, they need to ensure that they do the balancing, so that it wouldn't be because I'm supporting artist A, I have to disrespect the other, because that can even make you lose some lovers. You understand? So me, I apportion the blame too much to the artists because they think that they are bringing them in their fold to be able to project their work. But they also have a certain sense of responsibility to ensure that they protect and also, show respect to others to be able to, better showcase what the artists really stand for.
All right. Now, you were saying you do not have a problem or you wouldn't lay the blame on the artist, but then the artists are the ones that employed these people. So for me, one of the things I keep asking is this: is it even necessary that we are in this? We only employ these guys, or these guys break onto the scene just when it is Artist of the Year season? Ricky, is it even necessary? I mean, looking at all of this, because at the end of the day, I keep asking myself, how much votes do they even add to
they
this
won
whole
the
thing?
award. They won the award.
So a lot. For me, this is very important. And it's unfortunate I wasn't on social media then. I would have given it to George very well, because I don't know when we got here. Look, we need.
You'd have given it to George, like
I would have blasted him under that comment, under his post. Like I would have, because I don't know. I disagree with him totally. Absolutely, that's what I mean.
Okay.
That it's more like less like a spark. This particular activity is like a spark. Last year it happened. I don't know why he didn't comment about it. Look, this is Stonebwoy, who stood on stage last year in his acceptance speech, brought portfolio on, and his words were, "Thank you, Ghana. This actually happened because of this gentleman. This is somebody who defended the truth, spoke the truth to the whole of Ghana. He came all the way from Kumasi." This is Stonebwoy endorsing one, the role of portfolio, coming out, standing on his grounds, and he broke down the reason why Stonebwoy deserved it ahead of King Promise. Even with all the numbers that King Promise was bringing, this gentleman was able to also properly defend and stand his ground and let everybody know. And that particular activity or that particular role he played influenced board members and academy members. For fans will always be fans, so that's fine. But some of these key metrics and these key insights influence the board, because sometimes it's not all the board members who follow some of these activities. So some of these insights are supposed to bring people's attention to make it look like, as a board member, as an academy member, because some of the academy members are all the way in Cape Coast, are all the way in the northern region, and they don't really know much about what's happening. So these insights open up their eyes to realize that, Promise was here, this person was here, this person did this song was here.
Shouldn't they do their research? Who? The board. I mean, if you say a board member,
no, it goes beyond. That's what I mean. The job is the job of the, because you see, the board member 80% of the time, they are not there. Look, I'm only going to vote for Adam or George based on popularity, because I feel like, in that particular
problem.
Good, and that is why these people are supposed to cure that problem. Because it's not the job of the board. It's not the job of the board members to go around and go and find all the shows that King Promise has performed. You won't even know. How will you know?
No, but
how will you know
research.
The back end? How? Where? Do you know King Promise back end data? You go know until the PR comes to open it up. Because I'm representing the artist, I'm able to give that information to them to say, look, this be my back end. So when that Stonebwoy guy goes sit on radio, when that King Promise guy and King Paluta guy day on radio and they talk, say, I am the most streamed artist and this. How best can that board member prove himself? He doesn't know it. So I will now give this data to this guy and say, look, go and prove them wrong. And so look, it happens everywhere. And I'm excited about this.
Okay.
Because look, in every activity where there's competition, you will get these kind of things. Everything. A whole Grammy. Kanye West went up on stage after they had given the award. He go the stage top, go blast the Grammy organizers that, look, Beyonce deserved it ahead of Bex. Beyonce deserved it. Don Jazzy Jay-Z has done it. Don Jazzy and Olamide for Leo Kesh and Ricardo Banks, 2015 Headies. It's happened. Shatta Wale has come out openly to be disappointed in the VGMEs for giving an award to what do they call them? Kaki.
No, but I feel like
you still let me break it down. At those times, the artists were fronting the whole award. They needed it most.
Yeah.
They were very invested and committed to the awards.
Great.
So if medical go talk for himself and say, yo, you cheat me, you do this. Medical may not be able to attack his artist because of relationship or politics.
Yes.
In this case, I'm just a PR. I'm representing my artist. Me and you no get any issues like politics. When Sammy Jeffy can sit on stage or on TV, if they fire you and they tell you, say you build 3 houses. If I don't come to tell them, say, forget this guy, in 3 houses won't be anything. They build 10 houses. And these are my facts and this and this. And look, once there are 2 people involved arguing over a particular trophy, definitely, you know, Gofi can't sit there and talk, say, oh, yeah, this guy won't be, it be true. And because I respect him, it be true. I don't go say any, you they lie. You will push him to tell him that, look, you're lying. I've done more than this. I've done more than that. And he did.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised that George wants us to wait for the wrong award to be given to somebody before we go on social media and start bash people.
No, but you see, now,
give me an example, and even with George, how does he want them to, if you are a spokesperson or a PR of an artist, defending the artist to win an award, and you are sitting right next to Edem, see the statistics he bring on the Black Star Experience. If me, I did on the other side and I know say he lie, you they expect me to make us sit down and talk, say, oh yeah, it's a bright future.
It's a contest.
No, it's a contest.
Wait. I really want to pick George's thoughts on this. George, so what is happening here is this. It is about running down the other person.
It will obviously happen, bro.
But because that is where...
No, if Kim Paluta comes and says that I have played 100,000 shows in Ghana.
Yeah.
And you, they sit there, you know, say, yo, this nigga, they lie. 100,000 shows now, what can on? Sorry. 100,000 shows now, what can on?
I can see that you're hitting.
Yeah, no, they like, this 100,000 shows you're talking about, it includes Edem in wife in house party, Edem in daughter in house party, Edem in...
But they are all performances.
So now I'll prove to you that you've played 100,000 shows. I've played 100 shows, but my 100 shows are bigger than yours because I'm standing on the Grammy stage. I'm standing on here. So
the
obviously
audience,
we go have
the
that
quality
banter.
of audience.
Anyway, George, I mean, I wanted to come in here because I don't know if we've lost George, guys. Let me know if we've lost George. But anyway.
It's absolute balderdash, bro. The direction, it be bogus, it be rubbish. George they talk. Yeah, because look, this is actually for Blaster. This is the great excitement. Look, today we are talking of artist of the everybody they scramble for artist of the year.
Yeah.
Mainly because of this particular debate that's going on. Bro, it's happening to Kiddy and Dinah Hamilton. Because there were no spokespersons, there were no no representatives. The votes and a few things happened, and Dinah won. But look, on paper, on records, and again, I may not even know. Maybe Dinah had more metrics or more data or more numbers than Kiddy. But because in our ears, we're hearing, I go see you with enjoyment. So we think that the data was speaking for this thing. But if someone was representing Dinah, speaking for Dinah, standing in and all of that, you know what he would have done?
No, but you see, one thing that where I depart from you, right? I really appreciate all your points, but where I depart from you is, why is somebody who has been employed as a board member, as an academy member, is waiting for that PR guy to come and sit down and say, Ricky played 100 shows, before the board member will say, oh, okay. Whereas we are thinking that the board member should have their own data, have their own...
Who will give them that data, bro?
No, but
every man must have data.
What I'm saying is, you have
with
to
the
do
data
your
now,
research.
Where? But you see, mind you, unless we have this conversation well, but the board member, sorry bro, you come in 1 minute. Adiana, what is the expectation of the academy members so much that you want them to go and do a whole year research on over their artists that have been nominated? Is that what you are saying to me?
No,
because aside the artist, no, look, mind you, aside the artist of the year,
yes,
there are several other categories.
Yeah.
So you want us to do research on all of these things before I go and choose that I want.
They are not paid.
Academy.
Yeah, no, they are just giving. I shouldn't say pay. Like some allowances. Make it just go sit down and spend a whole year on each and every artist. Over 100 and something artists are nominated every year, and you want every artist to go, like every academy member, to go and sit down and do research. But
then again, Adam. Yeah. So I am a board member, right? Somebody has come to sit down and say, "Oh, Stonebwoy played Okay, I think we have George Britton back, so I think I want to pick George Britton's thoughts on all that Ricky has said. Your friend Ricky is saying he disagrees with you because this has been
his
going on.
post was bowed as Adam. His post was rubbish.
I know Ricky missed me. Okay, so this is it, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Probably Ricky got me wrong.
Yeah.
Now, what I'm saying here is that it is not about engaging PR. It's perfect. We all want to do that. Because I prefer somebody speaking, on behalf of the artist or projecting the artist in any way. Fine enough. Last year, Portfolio did it, and he did an amazing job. Unfortunately for King Promise last year, he didn't really have somebody speaking for him. There were a lot of people on social media, acting as fans and putting out his numbers. But unfortunately, he didn't get a PR to put his stuff out. This year, he has advised himself to engage Tilly, Stoneboy as what's her name, Vida, as engaged Vida. Same way Paluta has engaged, what's his name?
Portfolio.
Portfolio.
Look at someone at home.
George, only facts.
Oh, George, what facts? Relax. I don't know if we can still hear. We can hear George. We've lost George there. We've lost him there. I think George, if you can hear me, please just check your sound. Your sound went off at a point in time.
George bribe you.
You're
interested in George's comments.
No,
George bribe you. No.
George, you are mad. I don't think
you are
mad. Maybe after the show, maybe I will get Bobo Kring. But anyway, I mean, like I'm saying, I have a problem with waiting for a PR guy to come and tell me what an artist has done. Because then again, what if it is all about, okay, he has played 200 shows, but then they are not able to show me the spots of shows.
I mean, this is the point.
Yeah.
The academy board member or whatever could have information they have acquired to be able to assess who they should vote for. However, the artist also has a responsibility to influence that. Because, I mean, one of the advantages of one of the importance of PR is to change perceptions. So the artist may decide, and that is not the doing of the board member or the academy. The artist may decide that, yes, I suspect that these people have a certain fact, but I want to change their perception. So they employ the services of the person to go with certain information and present it in a way that it can convince a board member or academy member and the general public to change their voting dynamics. So, I mean, that is in the responsibility of the artist to be able to help shape public opinion. And when it comes to public opinion, there are elements which help form public opinion. Opinion leaders, I mean the media, I mean all
social
of these are very, very important. So, I mean, they use the media, the PR people, and they are using people who are opinion leaders in a way,
opinionated people
in the media space to use the media to, shape the narrative. So I think that it's rather good on their part to be able to use those tactics to achieve their goal.
All right, but now let's look at the aftermath of this. Because George was making a very strong point. So, Ricky, for my Momo to be able to land, let me go back to George for George to finish his point. So, George, all right, George. So, if you can conclude on your point for us before we go, because now I want us to move on to look at the aftermath of this. Because yes, awards are done, but then, like George was saying, what's the aftermath? Have we also looked at the damage that we are doing to each other using the words and all of that? All right. So you, George, Ricky, you hold your horses.
Okay. All right. Okay. So can you hear me now?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Can you hear me now?
Loud and clear.
Good. So I think Ricky especially is not getting what I mean. It is very fine for every artist to get a PR. It shouldn't just wait for the awards. It could have been done earlier, but it's okay. It's good for the awards. Oh no. Okay. So awards for their works to be projected. Now what I'm saying here is that you can hire a PR. Let's go back to last year when Portfolio was engaged by Stone and all these people. He came out clearly, not fighting or not attacking King Promise.
He was.
It was
He
figures.
was. I won't let you land. He was fine. Go and watch all the videos that he did, George. He was.
Okay, all right. Unfortunately, I probably didn't say it. But what I'm saying is the reason why this year is more dirty, let me put it that way, is because maybe girls are involved and they are too emotional. Now, why do you think people came out to say, what's her name, Tilly should go back and apologize to Stonebwoy after some submissions she made? It is not wrong coming out to project King Promise and telling us what King Promise has done over the year. This is beautiful. It is not wrong for Vida to also come out and say the same thing. But they say if you get so emotional, and we know our artists, what Tilly, I think they had a conversation or a banter on one, I think the Slim's platform.
Slim Street is watching.
Yeah. And I know Stonebwoy very well. And the things that Tilly said, my brother will start looking at Tilly in a different way.
And he been problem.
You understand?
Stonebwoy problem.
What I'm saying here is that, Ricky, she could have come out beautifully to say, hey, King Promise has done A, B, C, D, maybe more than Stonebwoy, maybe more than Paluta. She's done this, she's done that, he's done this, he's done that. And I believe that because of the things he has been able to achieve or done in the year under review, he deserves to be awarded. You get me? But I don't ridicule somebody's works just to make me look good. Because you see, unfortunately for us, we should also understand the system that we're in. A lot of people hold a lot of things at heart. Okay, after all the insults and all these things are coming up, let's leave the insult to the fans. But we as PR and professionals or spokespeople, as my brother said, let's have a way to speak and project what these guys have done. If Ricky will come out on the 1st of December, on the 1st of January to come and tell us everything that happened in the year, last year. Does he have to come and insult people to get his content to trend? No. So we are not comfortable when artists are attacking artists. So what we are saying is that as a PR, come out and listen, tell us all the beautiful things your artists did, rather than letting Paluta look certain way because he's not well branded in your eyes. So it's not about letting other guys look bad in the eyes of the voter, but projecting your own. Last year was beautiful. Maybe last year, let me tell you, the reason why Ricky is saying he attacked and all that. Listen, I know Ricky himself was behind a Promise and all these people.
How was I behind Promise? Then I'm sure you were behind Stonebwoy too then. And with that being said,
no. I wasn't.
Because if you listen to his presentation, his concern is more of how Stonebwoy will feel. He's not speaking for how King Paluta will feel because let's be honest, Vida has also gone hard.
Yeah, no, but
they've all gone hard, but he's worried about how Stonebwoy will feel. So it means that he also has a certain
Ricky, not Stonebwoy.
Affinity for Stonebwoy, and that's what you are doing too.
All right, George, can you wrap it up?
Ricky, not Stonebwoy, not anyone here. I think in all the conversation that they've had, the one who is heavily dented is Paluta, not even Stonebwoy. Because the things that I've heard about Paluta in the last month is very damning. So it's not about Stonebwoy. What I'm saying here is that let's come out and project our people. At the end of the day, these awards are going to pass. You get me?
Yeah.
These awards are going to pass. So when they pass and I pick mine, I go online and see, oh, Stonebwoy actually did this. I saw the awards. This guy is really working hard. And the young talents are going to see him and see that, okay, this boy, Mandem is working. So I need to learn one or two from them. Not just him, Stonebwoy, what's it called? KP, King Promise, all these guys are working hard. So let's find a way and project them positively. I did not vote for the negativity and all these things. Yeah, in myself, by the end of the day, it is going to give you that dent to your brother you might not appreciate.
All right.
So yeah, that was my case. It wasn't about getting PR or getting any spokesperson. Yeah.
All right. Now we are looking at post this, right? Post the whole awards, post the events and everything. People have used words like, your artist is not on the international level. Your artist is retrogressing. Your artist has not played on these stages and everything. Are we not harming the brands, looking at how they are going to work with other brands post this awards?
You see, that is why you have the opportunity to prove yourself. Because one, I don't see how that is an insult. If I say Edem is retrogressing, and I'm giving you data to say that, look, last year, Edem was almost on every show. Edem was working for these number of brands. This year, Edem, per my facts or per the assessment I have, I've realized that Edem is doing less activities for more brands than he was doing last year. I have every right to say Edem is retrogressing, and it's not an insult. It is rather a wake-up call to Edem to go like, yo, yeah, it be true. I didn't even realize this. I didn't even notice that last year I worked for 20 brands. This is me going to do research to come and debate you. Mind you, that activity that happened was a debate. It happens with the creative arts. There's been a creative arts debate where Sadiq was there, Marco Krekumante and other people. It is a debate, and if it is a debate, I am finding facts for myself and facts that will go against you. That is a proper debater, somebody who debates well. You know, mind you, aside the PR, if Tilly is speaking just for Kim Promise, she has how she speaks. Let's be very honest, all of them going on various platforms to speak on behalf of their artists, they have how they speak. Those particular moments came up when the debate was held. Let's be very honest. It happened, and that was because it was a debate. You cannot go into a debate, you know, with a weak soul.
But Ricky, you can debate without insults.
I'm saying it's retrogressing an insult because show me, I'm not sure any of them said, Wabodam, Uncle School. No, all of them were only using industry, like, you know, their industry, activities.
Okay,
you are retrogressing. Where he said that, look, in the previous years, you had X number of nominations, you had X number of streams, and this particular year, or in the last 3 years, we've realized that your numbers are dwindling from A to D. Those retrogressing is not. If you say Kim Promise hasn't performed on bigger stages, and you can prove that, look, Stonebwoy has performed here, Grammy, BET, this, Kim Promise, you haven't been there before, so Stonebwoy is a bigger artist than you. How is that an insult, bro? If you say Kim Paluta, you've only been performing to Ghanaian fans, and truly, out of the 3 artists, Kim Promise has been to various continents, Stonebwoy has been to various continents, and Kim Paluta, you haven't been there. How is that an insult, bro? How? I don't get the argument.
Anyway, I feel you on that, and I really appreciate you on that. But Edem, I'll come to you. I mean, where do we go from here? Should this be the norm, that every time, I mean, the awards are around, we get PRs to make our bid for us, or we should make it a part of the industry where anything that anybody does, I mean, the PR must be there to actually laud it for everybody?
I mean, when it comes to the issue of the PR, I mean, now PR has become like the order of the day, that every institution is, I mean, looking for services of PR because of the role they play. PR is a management function. It goes beyond just speaking, and you need to be part of the process, know what is happening, so that you can be able to project or present it well. So I will urge them that these people should be attached to the artists, and they should help in ensuring that things the artists are embarking on are projected to the public. You know, there are ways they can use to be able to ensure that they manage the stakeholders well, so that the things the artists have done will be able to project them. By doing so, it makes their work even easier when it gets to the award. So the artists shouldn't wait to get to the award. They can make them part, so that in the award season, it is intensified. You understand? I mean, doing that will also go a long way to help the artists, because they have to do a lot of media relations, among others, for them. So, I mean, they need to find a way to ensure they are tooled well to be able to project their brand, build their reputation, build a network, and be able to manage the various publics they have for them.
Bro, lastly, let me give you one before we go to George.
Okay.
The importance of it, and even you speaking about the academy members having to do research. Look, in doing research, one of the things on Boomplay, you can go on Boomplay and realize that Kim Promise's numbers are very, 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 very bad there. If you go as an academy member, you go and feel or think that, Kim Promise, their Boomplay, nobody listens to him and all of that. But it took Tilly to give that insight, to explain that, look, Kim Promise has pulled down, all Sony music artists have pulled down. So if you look for Olive the Boy, Kim Madi, Davido, Skin Promise, their content on those platforms are not good because the platform doesn't pay them well. So they've taken down all their content from the platform.
All right.
So if you don't know that,
a PR person to actually unveil information like this to you. All right. Thank you very much. Now, I mean, your final words, George, before we go, because I mean, my directors and my producers are all in my ears. But I mean, your final words before we go.
Time is up. What I'm saying here is that let's engage the service of these people.
Yeah.
You know, like Adam said, let them be part of our team so that they know what we are doing. We shouldn't wait for awards, you know, just to come out and fight at each other and then go drop them off afterwards. It will be great for Tilly to join King Promise's tour or whatever he's doing. Same way Paluta and all these guys. So let's build a community like this where artists have got good representations. You know, people that speak for them, people that project the things they do, and then I think it will be a plus for all of us. So hey, shout out to my brothers in the studio. Shout out to everyone that's watching, in Ghana and around the world. We are cool. I'm for peace, That's what
I knew George would go there. I knew George would go there.
I would like to urge the general public, those with Telecel, to dial 1767 and vote for Empress Gifty. E3 for Best Gospel Artist and M2 for Best Traditional Gospel Song of the Year. And also, if you don't have Telecel, you can go on www.GhanaMusicAwards.com and vote for Empress Gifty. I mean, she is one of the artists in the gospel space who did the most in the year under review. I mean, performing at the 13th All African Games final, performing at the Otumfo's 100 years anniversary celebration. They were singing all the big events in this country. I mean, she was on, and she deserves to be the best gospel artist and also win the best traditional gospel song with Watch Me.
I now understand why he was being very... We'll go for a quick break and return. George, you said what?
Yeah, so please also log on to GhanaMusicAwards.com and vote for Camido as the...
It's okay. Who are you voting for?
Oh, no.
You don't get anybody.
You get.
We'll go for a quick break and return. Olive the boy is on. Stay right with me. We'll be right back.
Kwame Asariobe, popularly known as A+, joins Frima Edinyame and Anatufo Boatin on the Upside Down Show this Sunday.
I need you to be brutally honest with us, as candid as you can be. Why did you become an MP? Was it to show somebody, say, some can say, but me to a day?
If I want, I will be
here.
That is part of it. And listen, guys, all of you watching me, don't spend too much time arguing about what others can't achieve.
Isn't it interesting how people in the entertainment space are making it up the political ladder?
Don't let people take you too serious. They'll fight you.
Yeah.
So when I was campaigning, I'll go and campaign, I'll rush to UTV, I'll come and fight small UTV. The next day they'll be on social media fighting, I'll be in the village campaigning. Before they saw I was MP.
Of course.
Yeah, they should see us as concert. We will show them.
Accompanying him is DJ Abeku. And a poet, Joel King Speaks.
Because like labels, I was tagged the cripple, and my friend a dumb man also part of the clan of disables.
Join us this Sunday at 7 p.m. prompt for the Upside Down Show, only on Channel 1 TV.
Looking for the latest buzz in Ghana's entertainment world? Welcome to Ghana Weekend, your ultimate destination for all things creativity and entertainment.
Stay in the loop with breaking news, exclusive interviews, and then insider stories from your favorite creatives and stars. From music, movies, fashion and art, lifestyle and culture, Ghana Weekend brings it all together. Get a daily dose of entertainment, discover new talents, and never miss out on the creativity that defines our vibrant culture.
Stay connected with us across all platforms. Follow us on Instagram with the handle Ghana Weekend, on X Ghana Weekend, on TikTok Ghana Weekend, at Ghana Weekend TV on YouTube for the latest in entertainment, travel, and everything Ghana. Don't miss out. Join the Ghana Weekend family today. Ghana Weekend, where entertainment meets creativity. Visit GhanaWeekend.com now.
Company, yeah. I don't need your company, man. Oh, that's right, it works for me, yeah. No one's ever been no good to me, no more. Vinicius and woman, never come out spontaneous. There is no vanilla man, no woman. So I wonder why they say you're sweet. I stay on my own lane. Don't need your concern, I don't need your concern, no, no. I swear I stay in my own lane. No more nonsense. So I know I'm my own survivor. I don't lean on shoulder. I want your nothing from my head down to my toes. I'm my own survivor. I don't lean on shoulder.
This guy is such a good songwriter, ladies and gentlemen, and I see him picking up like multiple awards for Songwriter of the Year because his pen game is just crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, I have Olive the Boy in studio with me. How are you doing?
I'm good, brother. How are you?
I'm doing very, very fine. I keep asking you this. I think I asked you this before we got on.
Yeah.
Who writes your songs for you? And you're telling me yourself.
I write it myself.
Tell me the process of writing your songs. What zone do you, how do you zone out to be able to put it together and then hit it in studio?
So the thing about me is when I'm experiencing stuff, I can't really write about it. Like I have to leave the space. Do you get? Like most of the time,
yeah.
Say I'm in pain.
Yeah.
I need to like, recover.
Yeah.
Before I sit back and I'm like, oh, I experienced this.
Also,
and then I write about it. Because like when I'm say I'm sad.
Yeah.
Right? I'm heartbroken. And then I sit down and I want to write about the fact that I'm heartbroken. You know when you're writing, you have to rhyme, right?
Yes.
It makes me feel like I'm not serious. Do you get?
Wow.
Like imagine you are in pain.
Yeah.
And then say I'm in pain. I write I'm in pain. Now I need to find a way to rhyme pain. Do you get the idea?
Yeah.
Like I feel like I'm not serious because Charlie, why are you mourning and you want to rhyme? Do you get? So most of the time I need to leave the space to be able to write about it.
Oh, okay. So you write about experiences that are past.
Yes.
That's what you write about.
Yes.
Wow.
So that brings us to, maybe we'll talk about it. My EP.
Yeah.
My new EP.
Out of the blue.
Yes.
Anyway.
But let's talk about how I write.
A few other songs that you've written. So I mean, Asylum.
Yeah.
One of the. So first, let me tell you this thing about Asylum. I listened to the song, but I don't pay attention to it. So now I pay attention to the song and I'm like, oh, if you leave me, it go over you.
Yeah.
Now Asylum go be your best friend. You go 10 patients for Asylum. And I'm like, wait a minute. So you're telling me that if I leave you, I'm going to end up in the hospital because I'm going to, right?
Yeah.
But then again, I'm just like, how is this guy able to put all this together? Now my favorite verse from you, and I feel like that's the verse of the year. Even if you should have a category like that at the TGMAs, and I feel like they should introduce something like that. Verse of the year.
I think they should.
They should. They have
to.
They have to.
Yeah.
Because that verse.
They should. It's mad.
Man. Run me through when Promise reached out to you that, hey, I want to put you on this song.
Yeah.
Run me through like writing that verse.
Okay.
Especially the Nakupenda part.
Well, he didn't really reach out to me.
Yeah.
Right. We had we had a show on the same day at the same place, Salah Fest.
Okay.
You know, yeah. And then on my way, my people told me that, he's about to drop his album and he needs me on it, you know. And you know, they have to like send it like ASAP. You know, they have to submit it ASAP. So it means if I want to be on it, then I have like a few hours to make it happen.
So you wrote that verse in a few hours?
Actually, because you know the show was around, I think 1 or 2, and then right after that I had to like go to the studio with him. Shouts to what's it called? Small God. Yeah, that's what we recorded. So it took me like a few hours to get it done. You know, by 4 a.m., 3 a.m. I think I was done. Had to leave. So like to me it was an opportunity, you know, because when you have people like King Promise and Sarkodie on the sound, you don't have to do something.
You can't be a kid. You can't lose it. You can't shrink.
You see, so people ask me, was I pressured? No, I wasn't really pressured, because to me, I was happy in a way, because I knew I was going to do something very good on it.
Yeah.
So it was an opportunity for me, you know, to make people know what I'm capable of.
Man, so. I always, and I mean, I shamelessly say this, I've been to parties where the DJ starts the song and then they just jump.
Why do you keep saying this?
No, but that's the reality. That's what's happening. Like, they just jump to that part, and then I'm just like, oh my God, this guy is really, really good.
You know, in the studio though, the thing is, I recorded right after, you know, King Promise. So I didn't really get to hear Sarkodie's verse. Yeah.
Okay. Explicit. So you were like putting all your best out there, bro. And you did that. But let's talk about your EP.
Okay.
Out of the Blue.
Out of the Blue.
What is this whole idea about? Yeah. You know, the title Out of the Blue. And it has like a song like the one we just played, Survivor. We'll be talking about that very soon. I love the video. I love the concept and everything. We'll be talking about that. But talk to me about Out of the Blue.
Let me try and break it down for you. So, blue, love, right?
Blue, love.
Yeah. So the
whole lover EP, boy?
I am.
You're a hopeless romantic.
Bro, I'm everything love in one.
Anyway, Ricky Tennyson has given me some information.
Yeah.
I'll be releasing that. I'll be letting the cat out of the bag when we are done with the conversation. So
Ricky.
But yeah, tell me about Out of the Blue.
So love. Like I told you, most of the time I need to finish, leave them. Exactly. So when I experience almost everything about love, you know, people think I'm still that. People think I'm still that 18-year-old boy 5 years ago, you know. But 5 years in this game is I think a lot of time to experience a few stuff. So I just picked that section of my life, love, you know, and then I wanted to tell people a story about, all those things I've experienced, the heartbreak, the intimacy, the emotional reassurance, everything almost about love.
Yeah.
The bend parts, all of that. So it's literally
that bend video though.
That's not that's not the official video actually.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that was like
a visualizer.
It's not even a visualizer. It was like content, normal content, rollout content.
Oh,
yeah, just to make people know that.
I love it. Let me tell you, if it's not the official, I love
You're
it
the
already.
first person telling me you love this one.
Oh, no, I love it already.
You love it.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. That's
good.
Crazy. When I dropped that, I got a call from my mom.
What did she say? You are losing it, or you are backsliding, or you're backsliding.
Yeah, you're doing too much. Calm down.
What did you say?
Like, you're doing too much. Calm down.
But I mean, you have to do so much in this industry.
Yeah. I just had to remind her. You know who I am.
Yeah.
You know who I am. I'm a very cool boy.
But how
this is just
excited
like
is
a
she?
representation.
Anytime she sees you on stage, she hears your sound, she hears you've dropped new music. How does she receive it?
Oh, she's good. She's calm. She's actually very calm about my music. Most of the time, it's most of the advice they give me be the religious side. Pray, do that, because it's a very scary world and stuff. Oh yeah. Yeah, I have to.
Yeah,
I have to. It's very scary.
A praying mother is all that everyone needs, right? But let's talk about back to Out of the Blue.
Yeah.
So this is going to be your what? Your
third
EP, right? your third EP out. When are you dropping an album?
Next year.
Next year you're dropping an album?
Next year.
Next year you're giving us an album. And
I mean, subconsciously, I build your mind to say I can drop that album. Because like three solid EPs.
And I'm like,
it just
why don't you make this an album already? No, because all the EPs you've dropped have been good EPs back to back to back.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So then again, everybody's like, why are you dropping EPs? First EP, second EP, third EP, when are you giving us an album?
Yeah.
Is it that dropping an album is such a job, or it's like you feel like you are not ready yet, and I have to prepare them for that big release?
You know, not entirely that, but like, yes, prepare them for that. Also, you know, music has a lot of, you know, it has a lot of, it's business. It has a lot of deals. It has a lot of, you know, agreements to it, you know, so this is kind of a plan and an agreement that has to be met, you know. So, yes, next year they'll have it. They'll have the album for sure.
Wow. Now we have Convo, we have Tattoo, we have Survivor, we have A Fool, we have Bend, we have Design, we have One Baby, we have Trees.
Yeah.
I know I don't like asking people this, but then which of them was very emotional for you to write?
Very emotional for me to write. Trees.
So tell me about Trees.
Trees, yeah. Trees. So I met my producer in the studio. He had already cooked the beat, and when I heard the beat,
is it Beats Vampire?
Yeah, Beats Vampire.
You're a Beats Vampire. You will talk about
there's
that.
There's some connection.
Yeah. Your connection between the two of you is just beautiful.
It's solid. It's solid since 2021. You know, so he had already cooked it. Most of the time, he cooks for his YouTube. So when I feel like it's nice, I steal it. So it was one of them, and he actually told me, "Oh, I made this one for you. You get." And when I heard the beat, it sounded very, very emotional to the point where even the first line just came straight to me. You know, it just got me in that mood. You know, and everything. When you look at the song, it's that heartbreak anthem. You get, and when you look at the song, there's this dark humor inside the song. A line that says, "Sacrifice your large intestine, it won't last." So it tells you how emotional I was.
You have to go through a lot.
Yeah, you know, it's just the fact, you know. These days,
because clearly it's even hard talking about it.
People can't keep relationships, man. It's just like that.
All right, now we're in the season of TGMAs, all of that. Did you feel disappointed when you lost out last year on the New Artist of the Year?
Disappointed? Maybe.
Because, you know, I spoke to you before, like you went in and you were very expectant. You were looking forward to it. And then it was announced and it was not you. And I was like, I
got disappointed actually. I will not lie.
Yeah.
I will not lie.
Because you had put in so much work.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then it goes somewhere else and you're like, but hey, I was the hottest kid on the block.
Yeah, but like, in a way I was like, it's what it is, man.
It is what it is.
It's what it is.
But then again, one thing that consoled me, I don't know if that consoled you too, was on the streets, like everybody knew, hey, this boy was the one that deserved it.
Yeah, well, actually, on that day I was shocked, you know, because when they were about to say who, people were mentioning all of the boy
in the auditorium,
You know, but it's what it is, like I said.
All right, but this year also you have like a few nominations here. So we have the Best Afrobeats or Afro-pop artist. We have Best Afrobeat Song, Asylum, which I feel like should win hands down. Tell us our most popular song of the year, Asylum. It's in strong because they protect it, but I am rooting for Asylum.
Nah, Asylum has to get it.
Songwriter of the year, hands down, Asylum. There are no two ways about it. And then collaboration of the year, of course, it has to be this one.
Of course, man.
You guys have to win it.
Yes. Which other collaboration, you tell me?
Yeah, nobody.
No.
To be honest, like nobody. Can promise all of the boys, Sarko, their favorite story. You are my favorite story. Do something, just give us that line again. Your verse, give us the verse again.
Tell me then shut up, waiting be this one. I'm no sucker for no love. Therefore, no. Mira say, oh no, say she needs some time off. Girl, you thought I didn't care, say me don't give her. Yeah, I did, but that thing you did for this, and no need ya say me a boo. My heart is so cold now. I know they use my heart, they play. The left side of my chest be the right place, but now I could use my head.
Hey, I love it. Yeah, but you didn't see the Nakupenda part.
I think that one's in Asylum. Then.
Yeah.
Nakupenda, and I say everything. That's in Asylum.
Man, I love it. But hey, congratulations to you. I'm looking forward to you picking up awards at this year's TGMAs because, in as much as you should have brought the new artist of the year.
Again.
You should,
I don't be new artist.
Well, you passed that stage. Because I feel like you should have it in your collection.
Well, maybe they just feel like I'm too big for that. Yeah, maybe I'm too big for new artists. Maybe.
That's a lie.
Kudos to them though.
But yeah, where can people find Out of the Blue to listen to enjoy, and where can people actually follow you? Because I know followership is currency for you guys. Yeah. So can I let people know where they can follow you so you get a lot of
I have a very special name, Olive the Boy. Nobody has seen it. I think the thing is, I don't think anybody would have thought of it if I didn't think of it. It was just waiting for me to think of it. So it's Olive the Boy everywhere. You find me everywhere. And Out of the Blue, of course, on every music store, you find it there. Whichever one you use, whether Apple Music, Spotify, whichever one, you find it there, man.
All right, so you can find it everywhere, Apple Music, Spotify, all of that. Now, what do you see with Out of the Blue, the album? Where do you see it taking you?
Out of the Blue is it's gonna hit you out of the blue. I don't want to talk too much.
That is the lie. It's gonna what?
It's gonna hit you out of the blue.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you very much, Olive the Boy, for being in the studio with me. I really love it. But you have to give me that line in Asylum. Yeah. That talks about the Nakupenda. Then we'll be able to wrap it up on that.
Yeah. And baby, I swear, I know you know that I don't care. Whatever happens, no, I don't care. If your love go be the death of me, then I say killing me, don't spare me, babe, no way, baby. Nakupenda, babe, and I say everything go be turned out. In another life, you are my babe.
Man, I love it. Look at it. I love it. And you are, like, you're going to go higher. You're going to get bigger than this. You have a very good voice. Like, that's your beautiful instrument. And continue that collaboration with Beat Vampire. I feel like you guys are yet to give us like that biggest song that will take Ghana by storm. I feel like you guys are yet to give us that, because I also spoke to him last year at the TGMAs, and he was very promising and excited working with you. So hey, you guys have a long way to go, and it's going to be very, very beautiful. Your final words to everybody watching us now. I mean, what do you have to tell them? What do you have to say to them before we go?
First of all, you have to vote, you know. And I appreciate you too, you know, for having me. I appreciate everybody. I love you guys so much. Keep supporting Gringo. Keep supporting the kid Gringo. Olive the Boy. And everything Olive the Boy. I love you guys, man. Keep being green. Love.
Keep being green. Is your hair still green, by the way?
Oh, yeah, it is.
Can we see?
Oh, no.
Anyway, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. But let's check out this video, Rashilo. I mean, he'll be in Ghana very soon to be running a project in collaboration with Musica. Let's check out this video.
I was born Thomas Williams. Yeah, that's the government name, Thomas Williams, otherwise known as Rashilo. And it's a blessing to be home in Ghana. You know, it was a blessing to visit the school yesterday in Cape Coast. You know what I mean? The energy in Cape Coast is electrifying. Beautiful place, beautiful people. You know, and I feel honored. I feel honored within myself, you know, because at the end of the day, the Almighty smiled on us for these things. Because it's bigger than us. It's all about the Almighty God, you know? And just like I said at the school yesterday, I'm not rich, but I'm rich in spirit and in truth. And my heart is willing and able. You understand? So at the same time, we just want to make the people them know, say it was a blessing to visit the youths them. you know. And even when we was there, a whole heap of rain fall, the Almighty make a whole heap of blessings fall, you know. And as the Virgin C and Mama TC, the roof is leaking. So there's a lot of works that need to be done, you know. So at the same time, anything what me can do, I'm willing to do it, you know, because I know that this is a great cause, you know. And if you listen to the music that we perform and we sing, it's all about upliftment and conscious energy. But they have a lot of different talents that the Almighty installed in them that we don't have. You understand? So it's a blessing.
So yeah, I mean, that's a project here. It will be happening very soon, so make sure you look out for it. You can visit Musical on all social media platforms to actually check out what they have for you. But yeah, that'll be it for today's show right here on The Chat. My name is Akol Kumsi. You can find me on all social media platforms at PK_Kumsin, Kumsin spelled with a double N. Make sure you follow me on all social media platforms. Let's connect, let's vibe, let's interact to actually take it higher and bigger. I'll catch you right next week on this set, The Chat, where I bring you another exciting entertainment conversation. I want to say thank you to all our guests for today. Olive the Boy, to George Britton, to Ricky Tennyson, and to Edem Totome. You guys were awesome, and I hope you enjoyed it as well. I'll catch you next week right here on The Chat. Have a great weekend.
Kwame Asariobeng, popularly known as A+, joins Frima Edinyame and Anatufo Boatin on the Upside Down Show this Sunday.
I need you to be brutally honest with us, as candid as you can be. Why did you become an MP? Was it to show somebody, say, yeah, some can say, but me to a day?
If I want, I will be
there.
That is part of it. And listen, guys, all of you watching me, don't spend too much time arguing about what others can't achieve.
Isn't it interesting how people in the entertainment space are making it up the political ladder?
Don't let people take you too serious. They'll fight you.
Yeah.
So when I was campaigning, I'll go and campaign, I'll rush to UTV, I'll come and fight small UTV. The next day they'll be on social media fighting, I'll be in the village campaigning. Before they saw I was MP.
Of course.
Yeah, they should see us as concert. We will show them.
Accompanying him is DJ Abeku. And a poet, Joel King Speaks.
Because like labels, I was tagged the cripple, and my friend a dumb man also part of the clan of disables.
Join us this Sunday at 7 p.m. prompt for the Upside Down Show, only on Channel 1 TV.
Where politics meets power, where the tough questions are asked, welcome to Face to Face. Every Tuesday at 9 p.m., join Umaru Sanda Amadou as he takes you face to face with the key players shaping the future of our nation.
I lost over $10 million at the trade fair.
You had a fight with the management of trade fair?
I don't have a fight with them. I just deplore the way they went about what they did.
Let's talk about the chief prosecutor of the state at the time that you were being prosecuted, Godfrey Yeboah-Dame, the Attorney General.
Yes. I think he was directed to jail us.
By who?
By the system.
Boko has been a failure for your government, though.
Can't be a failure.
You have not solved it.
No, you are not praising them, the previous government for solving Yende, which was even a more difficult case.
It's quite obvious that from these votes, the people felt that let's just let you go.
So they were disappointed in us. You are essentially the worst government in the Fourth Republic.
I don't know how you are doing that. If you based on the indicators.
Yes, based on the number of people who refuse to come and vote for you.
If that is your analysis, then why not?
No filter, no boundaries, just the truth behind the headlines. Deep, bold, and unflinching. Face to Face with Umaru Sanda Amadou airs on Tuesdays at 9 p.m. only on Channel 1 TV, where politics gets real.
Welcome. It's Play to Aid.
Get ready for the game show where every play has a purpose. Welcome to Play to Aid, the only game show where your knowledge and skill don't just win you prizes, they help change lives.
What sport is considered the most popular in the world?
Every point you earn goes toward real-world support, from school supplies to health kits, clean water to emergency relief. Play smart, play big, play to aid. Catch all the action, the drama, and the heat.
Most commonly spoken language in Brazil.
Portuguese.
Play to Aid every Sunday at 3:30 p.m. only on Channel 1 TV.
Edna, let's begin.
The Play to Aid game show is proudly sponsored by Tang Palace, Giraffe Island, and VVIP. Looking for the latest buzz in Ghana's entertainment world? Welcome to Ghana Weekend, your ultimate destination for all things creativity and entertainment.
Stay in the loop with breaking news, exclusive interviews, and then insider stories from your favorite creatives and stars. From music, movies, fashion and art, lifestyle and culture, Ghana Weekend brings it all together. Get a daily dose of entertainment, discover new talents, and never miss out on the creativity that defines our vibrant culture.
Stay connected with us across all platforms. Follow us on Instagram with the handle Ghana Weekend, on X Ghana Weekend, on TikTok Ghana Weekend, at Ghana Weekend TV on YouTube for the latest in entertainment, travel, and everything Ghana. Don't miss out. Join the Ghana Weekend family today. Ghana Weekend, where entertainment meets creativity. Visit GhanaWeekend.com now.
Hello and welcome to the Channel 1 newsroom on Channel 1 television from our studios at number 5 Ola Hansen Lane at Tesano in Accra. I am Umar Rusanda Amadou. Coming up. Completion date for Pokwasi in Sawam Road extended by 15 months.
Within a year or maximum 15 months, these works, that's the outstanding work, should be completed. Because we've done a lot of the heavy lifting already. And when I say heavy lifting, the concrete works, the drainage works, all these things have done. We have left mainly with some small earthworks.
New Patriotic Party and other political parties wrap up preparations ahead of Monday's protest against suspension of Chief Justice Gertrude Tokonu. Traditional authorities in Setra South District of the Ashanti region raise alarm over ongoing destruction of Jenima Forest Reserve.
Enso sa enua ye twa firi mu pie na mo ne ade ade agya mo ne di mu ade pia won am de be so bo be no forest fo na am de be bo wo mo bi se ade ade agya na wa makram ye de ade pia na han ai.
As the world observes World Radio Day, government vows to pursue Ahmed Swale's murder case to its logical conclusion.
This government is resolute in its commitment to concluding investigations into the murder of Ahmed Swale and ensuring that justice is served. I must place it on record also that we remain unwavering in our commitment to protecting journalists and upholding their constitutional freedoms.
We're grateful that you join us for the Channel 1 newsroom on Channel 1 television. We settle for details of our stories now. We start off with road construction, and the chief resident engineer for the Pokwasin-Sowam Highway project, Kwabena Bempong, has announced a 15-month extension to the project's completion timeline. The delay is attributed to two key issues: the slow payment of compensation to affected residents and challenges in relocating utility lines. This was made known during a visit to the site by the Roads and Transport Committee of Parliament. Channel 1 News' Niaikwe Okain was there for us.
On Friday, members of the Roads and Transport Committee of Parliament embarked on an inspection visit to some ongoing road construction sites in the country. The committee's first visit was at the Obeche Bilamte Interchange project.
The viaduct under phase 2 has been completed. With the viaduct, we've done the roller marking, we've done the wiring, we've done the roller marking. Now with the groundworks, we are left with the wiring course to do. That's the second layer of the asphalt. That has not been done. And then we have a few pavement works to do on the walkways. So basically, these are the major issues left. But the contractor has slowed down a little because of resources.
So the contractor has no resources?
Well, I think I'll leave that to the contractor. But the contractor, we have a lot of outstanding IPCs to be paid, which are going to be paid. So the contractor has slowed down the works. Yeah.
So how much is left? What is the IPCs to be paid?
In terms of outstanding IPCs, we have over 20 million euros to pay. But as I said earlier, Minister of Finance last year did some payments which were not paid out of the IPCs. So we need to balance all those things to be able to know exactly how much we owe the contractor.
The committee also visited the Winneba Kaswa expansion project and subsequently the Ofankoin-Sawam dual carriage road project. During an interaction with the contractors of the project, it was disclosed that delays in the release of funds for compensation and the relocation of utility lines have resulted in an extension of the project deadline by the next 15 months.
Within a year or maximum 15 months, these works, that's the outstanding work, should be completed. Because we've done a lot of the heavy lifting already. And when I say heavy lifting, the concrete works, the drainage works, all these things have done. We have left mainly with some small earthworks and road works. And the all things being equal is that those issues which I raised should be removed. The compensation and the relocation of utilities. Once those clear things, or they are cleared, then my 12 months to 15 months should be correct. There are certain items which are time related. And once they are time related, if there's an extension of time, it comes with some cost implications.
The contractors appealed for expedited government action to ensure timely completion, while the committee pledged to engage the relevant ministries to resolve the financial bottlenecks.
We also realize that compensation is also another matter here. And so the Chief Director and the CEO for Ghana Highways Authority have also committed themselves saying to bring their hands together to make sure that we put finality to the compensation matter so that the project can proceed and be finalized appropriately. All things being equal, we were told that within 12 to 15 months, this project will be commissioned. And some of us, we are happy to add our voice to it.
Now, residents of Afiama in the Greater Accra region are raising concerns over the persistent neglect of their community's main road. Despite actively participating in elections over the years, they say their cries for road rehabilitation have been ignored. While some have resigned themselves to the status quo, others are appealing to the current Mahama-led administration to intervene and construct a more durable road network. Channel 1 News' Sarah Pia has more.
For residents of Afiaman, rainfall brings more distress than relief. The deplorable condition of their road turns daily commuting into a difficult ordeal. Many residents told Channel 1 News they feel abandoned by successive governments who have failed to fix the road. Patricia Ofosusapon, a resident and trader, says each downpour floods her home with red mud, making life unbearable.
Two,
Since you also Antona say in Futroka say, "Wa, can't never fast wa, Futroba boy, but Tranfitanopa, because I asania and I said that they are pitegu. Say, a duano pana say, would jarren out the Ibia. A you assume and I say, a winima, in Futra Behunu, and yet."
Even on dry days, the community is plagued by clouds of dust. For food vendors like Helena Kobina, the dust drives away customers and poses health risks.
Cause of dust, no. Do I bet na dust no cast no chum so mo pon futuro pa, especially I can see no. And aduane say eton so futuro to come mo complain say futuro no dust.
Drivers also suffer the consequences of the untarred road, which is riddled with potholes and uneven surfaces. Many say they are forced to spend significant sums on vehicle repairs. They question the point of paying taxes when basic infrastructure remains unattended.
Kwa we party nipa nam so pa ye tiato aba. Ya bre o, mama ya bre. Nse kwa nam so ba ba ya ma o me ye man ye wa ne ye ho kire ye wa pa. Wo da wa hwe soto kakra bi o he ne kwa ye. Aso de bi na kwa su twa income tax. E twa insurance. E twa road work e sa ne ma ye twa na fa so be no so. Fa so ni so.
Wo be sesan ends. What is some break bands? O time so be say. Eti e ka no de bebre mama. Wo ze cars no bebre asese si kwan so. Ni nyina ye kwan no anya no.
Homes and businesses along the road, including the palace of the chief of Athiama, Ni Afia III, are coated in red dust. While Channel 1 News was on its way to interview the chief, we met Richard, a resident who has lost hope in seeing the road ever fixed.
This road, it won't go anywhere. It won't go anywhere, whether MPP, NDC. They won't fix it. We've had demonstration more than 5-6 times on this road, but it's still safe.
The chief of Athiama, Ni Afia III, described the government's unfulfilled promises as disheartening and called for immediate intervention.
When the previous government was there, we went to Nim. Then he was the MP for this area. We went and delivered our grievances to him about the roads. And they made us aware that the government has approved the road for us and they are on it. But for almost 4 years of we met, there's nothing done about it. We are praying that this current government will come into our aid to rectify or complete our road for us.
Pregnant women in particular are at great risk when using the road during labor. Daniel Kwan Simpri shared his harrowing experience of transporting his wife on the rough terrain during childbirth.
She was pregnant, so I have to take her to the hospital at Ofanko Barrier. In fact, it was very terrible because it was during the rainy season time. The road, I tell you, it's just like, I don't know how to describe it. Manhole or pothole or whatever hole.
Residents and road users are urging authorities to renovate the Afiaman Road, which has become a daily challenge for commuters, especially with the onset of the rains. For Channel 1 News, I am Sarah Apia.
Now, access to homes in parts of Bachona has become a nightmare for residents following ongoing construction works in the area. The residents are expressing frustration over what they describe as the inconsiderate nature of the work, which is posing serious risk and inconveniences to them. Channel 1 News' Shiba Araba Benin visited the area and has this report.
A viral video circulating on social media has thrown a spotlight on the issue in Bachona, where ongoing construction has cut off access to several homes. The video, which has sparked public outrage, shows residents struggling to enter their own houses. Channel 1 News decided to visit the area to throw more light on the issue, which revealed that residents are forced to park their vehicles far away, and those who choose to keep their cars at home have no way of moving them out. For about 3 months, residents have no way in or out of their home and have to resort to the use of planks that are far from safe. During our visit, one woman who fell while using a plank says the situation has become the new normal.
Can't even get access to your house. We don't have drinking water. Now you see pool water running. We don't know if it's even going into the main pipelines. And last night I fell going to my own house. This morning, I think you saw me. Yes. I nearly went down. You see where we park our cars? Okay. We have to park them on the road. In terms of safety, you are not sure. You sleep, you wake up, maybe somebody has taken your battery. So, I mean, I don't know what is going on. We don't know how long this thing would take. We are entering the rainy season, and it's so bad.
The problem goes beyond blocked access. Stagnant water has collected across several parts of the area due to blocked drainage systems. The pools of water have become breeding grounds for mosquitoes, increasing the risk of malaria and other diseases. Residents have taken matters into their own hands as we spotted plumbers hired by residents working to create temporary drainage systems.
Formerly, they have some small gutter here. That wastewater, the waste line that is from the house connected to that small gutter. And so due to the construction of the new gutter, it has blocked that way. So whenever it's rain or the bath, the water stuck in the house. So we have to reconnect the gutter into the pipe holes to the new gutter so that the water will easily flow outside.
Okay. Additionally, several pipelines in the area have been cut off due to the construction, meaning residents have to buy water or go without it for days.
The pipelines, they are broken everything. I've made things, look, as I'm speaking like that, I don't have water. And I called the big man to come and fix that, and he told me that the people that's supposed to fix that thing, the prices, the plumbers, they charge too much, so they can't afford it unless they finish the road before they can then come and fix the pipes for us. Meanwhile, here the water is very expensive to buy. A yellow gallon is 5 cedis.
For some of the residents, the attitude of the construction workers and the issue of not being pre-informed of the construction has been problematic.
So I was thinking if there was anything, we could have had prior notice that it would have to inconvenience us at a point so that, you can plan, okay, then maybe let me leave my car somewhere safe or let me find a way of going about it. But nothing of that sort was discussed.
Nobody wants to deal with a foreman. He's very rude. He nearly had a confrontation with my husband because they had come to put water tank behind my gate, and we asked them, so this water tank that you've brought, how are we going to get access out?
Our team spoke to the foreman on site who declined to speak on record but blamed the situation on unplanned buildings and residents' impatience. He further assured that the construction will be completed in 3 months. We also engaged a committee member of the area who admitted the situation is unfortunate but insists that the construction is necessary.
The neighbors, some of them, does not understand why they have to leave their vehicles in their houses and they are not getting access into their houses. And I keep on telling them this is the project that is going on, so they should bear with the inconveniences.
All our efforts to reach out to the authorities for a response has proved futile. Residents of Bachona have had to improvise in various ways to make their living conditions bearable. This follows ongoing road construction, which has cut off access to their homes and even access to water. Their plea is for the government to intervene to make their lives better than it is currently. Reporting for Channel 1 News, I am Sheba Arababeni.
And here in our studios at number 5 Ola Hansen Lane at Tesano in Accra, I am Omar Rusanda Amado. This is Channel 1 Television. This is Channel 1 Newsroom. We're going to take a break now. When we come back, New Patriotic Party and other political parties wrap up preparations ahead of Monday's protest against suspension of Chief Justice Gertrude Tokono. More on that when we come back. Please stay with us.
Imagine a place where technology and compassion meet. A sanctuary of health, precision, and trust. At Olive Health Diagnostics and Imaging, we redefine excellence. From advanced ultrasound, X-ray, and CT scan services to accurate laboratory, cardiology, and dentistry, our mission is clear: to provide the care you deserve with accuracy, precision, and speed. Your trusted healthcare partner, Olive Health Diagnostics, always ready whenever you need us. Olive Health Diagnostics and Imaging, redefining excellence in medical diagnostics.
Life is a celebration of moments. Big and small.
The sun is scorching, I'm feeling the heat.
With Piva Drink, every moment becomes a refreshing celebration. From the beach to your home, in every corner of your world, Piva Drink adds a burst of refreshment.
Give me Piva cocktail and tangerine.
Celebrate every moment with Piva Drink. Refreshment for every occasion. Piva Drink, a taste you will love.
P for Piva.
This advert is FDA approved.
You're welcome back to Channel 1 Newsroom on Channel 1 Television. Now, the opposition New Patriotic Party, NPP, has recently faced mounting pressure over its decision to embark on a nationwide thank you tour. What was intended as a gesture of appreciation has instead devolved into internal wrangling and public disputes, culminating in the withdrawal of former flag bearer aspirant Kennedy Japan. Several party stalwarts have since called for the suspension of the tour to address the deepening internal issues. Channel 1 News' Sami Wiafi has more on this story.
On April 21st, 2025, the NPP announced the start of a 6-week thank you tour across the country to express gratitude to the more than 4 million Ghanaians who voted for the party and the party's flag bearer Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia in the 2024 election. The tour got off to a smooth start but quickly encountered turbulence following an altercation in the Bono region between Kennedy Ohene Japan and Bono Regional Chairman Kwame Bafo, also known as Abronye.
Professor Makwe report, and Sama Yekano, and no and this if we're now, Moya propaganda no be no dia, and tonight social media said, who didn't panatem now, Ria, Wabakasa Memfawadam for. Media, I'm telling you the truth. Obia your Berman Trobia. But party, anybody to make a satisfied member, only member. A back contributions here in the and they talk as if the whole world is for them. It's not for them. And yet, some of them cannot even speak the way they speak.
Many believe that this confrontation tinted the purpose and positive spirit of the tour. The thank you tours are not new in Ghanaian politics. In 2009 and 2013, Nana Akufo-Addo, after losing the 2008 and 2012 elections, undertook similar tours. Former President John Dramani Mahama also did same following the 2016 and 2020 election. However, the most significant blow to the current NPP tour has been the withdrawal of Kennedy Ohene Japan. The former Asin Central MP cited threat to the safety of his supporters as the reason for pulling out.
Myself and my team want to pull out because lives are threatened. I don't think I can protect my team enough. So we want out so that Dr. Bawumia can do his campaign too. I admit that he was the flag bearer. So if he's going round and for the sake of unity, he invites us and it turns out to be something different. I mean, we just have to stay away for them to do their own thing.
Given the circumstances and the controversies, as well as the negative press surrounding the tour, questions have been raised about whether the party will continue with it. Richard Anyagba, the NPP's Director of Communications, speaks to Channel 1 News on the matter.
The idea is to go out there and thank our people, Ghanaians, for expressing the confidence in us to be able to lead the country. Every vote that went for us, we appreciate, and we think that it's proper to go out there and thank our party members who put in the hard work and the Ghanaians who show the commitment and confidence in us to have voted for us. That's why we're out there, and I think we should keep the message.
So does it mean that the tour is continuing unabated?
The tour is on. Every inputs that has been made is taken on board, and I think that it will help shape the tour to achieve its original intent.
The thank you tour by the MPP and its leadership has generated some controversies, with many calling on the party to suspend or call off this whole exercise. It follows the withdrawal of one of the party's presidential candidates in the last primaries, Kennedy Ohinejapo, from the exercise. But many within the party still believe that the thank you tour is necessary to thank the over 4 million Ghanaians who voted for the party in the last election. For Channel 1 News, my name is Sami Wiafe.
Now, the New Patriotic Party, NPP, has vowed to defend the independence of Ghana's judiciary as it prepares for the May 5 demonstration against the suspension of Chief Justice Gertrude Tokonu. The protest is being organized in conjunction with other political parties, with NPP expressing concern over what it describes as a growing politicization of the judiciary. More in this report by Daniel Sakte.
The suspension of Chief Justice Gertrude Tokonu by President John Mahama, in accordance with advice from the Council of State, has sparked widespread reactions from various quarters, including the Ghana Bar Association, which has strongly condemned the action, calling it unconstitutional and lacking any legal basis under the 1992 Constitution of Ghana. The NPP and other political parties have meanwhile scheduled a demonstration for May 5, 2025. Speaking on City FM and Channel 1 TV's weekend current affairs program, The Big Issue, MP for Swame John Darko clarified that the protest is not in defense of Chief Justice Tokonu, but a response to what the minority believes is a broader political agenda being pursued by the president, which could undermine the judiciary.
Judges are going to be afraid, and I'm sorry that we're going to get to that point where judges now will be making a decision before that they'll have to call the Jubilee House. Okay, this is my decision. Should I bring it up? We don't have to get there. For me, what the NPP is doing on Monday, is it 5th May? 5th May is a protest against the destruction of the independence of our judiciary. It is not in defense of Tokonu.
However, private legal practitioner Justice Abdullah has defended President Mohammed's decision, insisting that the suspension is grounded in law. He has also criticized the position taken by the Ghana Bar Association.
I do not find any merit in the argument being made by the association, whether in law or and so for me it's much ado about nothing.
Research fellow at the Center for Democratic Development, Dr. John Osai Kwapon, has cautioned that the demonstration may further politicize the issue.
The part where I agree with John is his concern that you hope that when this process is done, that it doesn't produce a chilling effect on people of the court.
President Mahama this week named 7 justices of appeal for consideration to the Apex Court. Economic advisor at the Office of the Vice President, Professor Sharif Khalid, on the program dismissed claims that President Mahama is packing the courts following the nomination of 7 Court of Appeal judges for consideration and appointment to the Supreme Court.
President Mahama has come in and he's even about to do elevations and decide to look at these people, justices, who in their own rights have distinguished themselves on the bench and have been overlooked severally. It's worthy of commendation.
Spokesperson for Movement for Change, Andrew Apia Dankwa, is also calling for a cap on the number of Supreme Court judges.
The motivation clearly is to balance that, and I think that as part of the reforms, there's a need for us to put a ceiling. Because we can't have this business of MPP will come and do this number.
The suspension of Chief Justice Gertrude Tokonu has reignited debates on judicial independence and constitutional governance, with the NPP, in conjunction with other political parties, already lacing up their boots to hit the streets over the matter. For Channel 1 News, I am Daniel Sakite.
So let's remain with the New Patriotic Party and speak to National Youth Organizer of the party, Salam Mustafa, who is joining me in the studio for some developments relating to the party. You're welcome to Channel One Newsroom.
Thank you very much, Maru.
This your thank you tour. Is that really what you were planning to do? It appears things have become chaotic, upside down. I'm not sure that's what we were planning.
Not at all.
So what happened? What went wrong? You miscalculated.
Not
Oh, are you sure?
miscalculated. Yes, absolutely not. It cannot be chaotic.
It is not, or it already is.
It is not.
You mean it will stop being?
No, it is not chaotic.
Really?
It cannot be. Yes.
Oh, we've seen what we've
on
seen.
On any account, at any material point in time, the NPP, has done thank you tours. This is not new. So for you to describe it as chaotic, I find it a bit amusing.
I saw one of your party stores say, listen, you did thank you tour from 92. There's a purpose.
Yes.
Every time you do it, there's a need for you to do it. But this time around, the defeat doesn't sound like something you should be doing. Thank you
the
tour.
people of Ghana have already changed to Malians or Burkinabes. It's not the same people in Ghana who have been here since 92.
So you don't think that the campaign, the thank you tour, you think it's still relevant? Even though a lot of senior party members are saying do not go.
No.
Kwabena Japan, one of your flag
I
aspirants
completely
in the past.
disagree with my senior. Absolutely not. It cannot be. We have gone into elections, party people have worked, people expended time, queued and voted for the party, and you say they don't deserve a common thank you. No, I disagree, with all due respect. I cannot agree with my senior Kwabena Japan.
What about bringing the former flag bearer aspirants on the campaign, on the thank you tour? Would you say, based on what you are seeing now, considering that Kennedy Japan has stormed out, would you say it was a mishap, a miscalculation with hindsight on your side now?
No, this is politics. Everything is fluid. Nothing is constant in politics. The intention with which the other presidential aspirants were invited to join was with a very, genuine good that let's show a united front for the party. If we get on the ground and the purpose looks a bit diluted, and I completely agree with the Honorable Kennedy Ohini, Akompreku Japan to withdraw. The standard practice has always been that the presidential candidate has gone around to do his tour, of thank you in the regions and, to party people. So this time around, we thought that, politics, dynamics change, and looking at the current prevailing, circumstances, why don't we do something unique? This is the first time you are seeing the party come in very strong, heralding the thank you tour. Otherwise, hitherto, what we have done with Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo over the period of time, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo has always led the thank you tour with some representation in the party.
So this is a party endorsement?
It's not necessarily party endorsement, but party, took a decision. The flag bearer merging with party. Look, this came through to steering committee, to NEC, and to National Council. It was brought to attention to the attention of National Council that this is what the party is going to do. We're going to do a thank you tour together with the 2024 presidential candidate. The party sponsored a candidate. He did not go as an independent candidate. This is what we need to understand. That's the trust of it. So I have said this time without number, any candidate who is interested in becoming the flag bearer of the party has every right to go around and campaign.
Okay.
That's one.
And so you stand by the thank you tour. You also stand by the fact that you have brought your other candidates who lost in the election prior to the main election. You brought them out. You think that that's still a good idea, considering excerpts of what we have seen there, the banter between Kennedy Japan, your chairman for Bono region. These are perhaps things that are deepening the cracks within your party rather than mending them. You don't agree?
I don't necessarily agree. Look, where we have gotten to, let people vent out, okay? We are at a stage where we need to heal, and it's all part of the healing process. If you have done something to me that I'm not happy, and I bring it out, together with Jojo, what I would rather, ask is that we do not deepen the cracks. It is okay to disagree, But we should also mind the language. That's where I would come in and have maybe a little bit of, digression with maybe language used. Otherwise, I don't have difficulty people expressing their opinion.
Is the party going to beg Kennedy Japan to go back on the thank you tour?
Oh, I don't think necessarily beg. I mean, it was an open invitation, and you are at liberty to accept, or otherwise. So I don't think there's a point of begging.
What about the Savannah region? So you're appearing in Savannah region without him. Would it affect your campaign tour in any way? Where you are now, what's the reception like? I mean, where the parties, the flag bearer has got into?
Yes, I am aware today the flag bearer is in Savannah, and the thank you tour has continued. Yesterday, he was in the Bono East, and it's been flowing. And everywhere we have gone, the program has run seamlessly. In fact,
his absence hasn't affected
not
much.
At all. Until I left and to return to Accra to continue with processes, for the 5th demonstration on Monday, there has not been any significant, dislodgement of the plan.
Okay.
Even though there are 1 or 2 hitches, which is, Umaru, which is normal within the political space.
Well.
We are human beings. You do not expect that everything will go, according to yes.
So you're back in Accra because you have this demonstration you're planning for Monday.
Sure,
How is the
Monday.
Mobilization going? How is the preparation going?
So far, preparations are top notch. We have put in, a very good plan to ensure that we are able to get people come out to solidarize with the judiciary and make sure that we drive home a point to the government that you cannot interfere, in the matters of the judiciary in the wanton manner that
The government is coming
you
under
want
the
to
Constitution. The Constitution allows the president to do what he's doing so far. No constitutional breach so far.
Yes, but there's also common sense. Okay, there's also common sense. Umaru, even in the heat of military regimes, nobody has touched the judiciary. You cannot tell me that the president is okay to travel with any amount, with the entourage he deems fit. The Speaker of Parliament can travel with his entourage, and the Chief Justice cannot, who is number 4 in the scheme of affairs. No, I find it difficult to accept that. And that forms basis to suspend her. If we allow this to happen, it amounts to a democratic coup d'etat. It is tyranny. And we should not, as a people, countenance it. It is horrible, it's horrendous that even such a thought, would occur, and let alone being actionalized. Look, Umaru, this is not the first time the NDC is trying something like this. In 2008, leading to the 2009, the government of Professor Arthur Mills, you remember, the party, the NDC as a party, bashed the judiciary so much to the extent that at the point, their national chairman at the point, the late Kwabena Ache, the aka Nkonya Terminator, made this famous killing the cat, so many ways of killing a cat comment. And where Professor Mills removed his glasses and said, "Do I look like a cat hunter?" You remember that incident?
Yes,
when
I do.
He was
but I do.
So
but
it looks like it is a party that has a problem with the judiciary.
But now the government communicators, based on everything.
You, yes, the same thing. The president led an onslaught on the judiciary again in opposition with he himself, calling the judiciary all sort of names, that they are politically biased, and the party christened the Supreme Court unanimous FC. The same Supreme Court, Umaru, that in 2013 gave legitimacy to John Dramani Mahama as president when we challenged his legitimacy in court, the same court. Today, it is unanimous MC because they've taken cases to court that they couldn't win, they couldn't adduce evidence, and lost. And because of that, hatred was developed, towards the judiciary in support of their grassroots.
Okay.
Today, see the grand scheme that we are seeing, whether John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency the President, wants a 3rd term or not. this is a crude way to go about it. Because what essentially you are doing is that you are making the office of the Chief Justice coterminous to that of the party in power. Because if you go ahead with what is going on with the suspension that has been handed her, and a committee comes and say, okay, she should go. If you do that, anybody you bring, Omaru, by the grace of God, anytime we come into office, we will remove any CJ you put there. We will. In fact, there's already a petition waiting for whoever is going to become a CJ under the NDC. It's just a matter of dating it and actionalizing it.
Listening to all the government communicators, the NDC members speak, it appears that this is a done deal. Your demonstration, possibly futile, or just a symbolic thing that will end,
We will do.
Why don't you go to court?
On Monday, we will demonstrate. On Monday, if they don't listen, we will picket the Flagstaff House. We will picket the Flagstaff House for a number of days. If they don't,
you make the country ungovernable.
We'll organize daily demonstrations in this country.
To make the country ungovernable.
If that's how they want it.
So you want to make the country
If that's how they want it.
You are going to obstruct government business, government work.
No,
That's
but
what you're saying.
No, not obstruct. But we have
If you say you make the country ungovernable,
no.
You're going to engage in hooliganism.
No.
You're going to engage in civil protest.
Have you seen Israel?
You want to make Ghana...
No, they protest. And the
but
Constitution...
you've been quoted
the Constitution
elsewhere.
gives us...
I'm repeating the word governor because you...
The Constitution guarantees us as people...
The right to assemble.
Yes.
It doesn't say you should make the country ungovernable.
Yes. But we have tools to vent out our spleen to government.
You stand by that your word that you make the country ungovernable.
We will use every single available means to vent out our spleen. The government has no right to meddle in the affairs of the judiciary. No. Even military regimes in this country have not done what a democratic president is doing. That's despotic. And such chauvinistic mindset should not be allowed.
Go to court. Why are you not going to court?
The same court that they are destroying? The same court?
So you don't trust the courts?
It's not a matter of don't trust the court. Now, they are trying to instill fear in the judiciary, to cocoon them, lampoon them, so that whatever they want, they get. You understand? And this is not just, issues of let's go to court, but the citizenry should also come along.
Okay. Mustafa, we'll be there with you on Monday to see if you are able to get your number. Maybe your people are still angry. They're 38%, sorry, 40-something percent.
Yes.
They are
41, 42%.
No. 38, 40 to
So,
41.
Maru,
they are still angry with you. Are you sure they'll show up?
It's not just about our people.
It's
about the people of Ghana. It's not an MPP thing.
But you're the one leading it.
It is not.
You've politicized it.
No, we have not.
Join you.
Yes, because they are guilty, because they know that what they are doing is bad. They will not join. But other political parties are joining. It's not an MPP thing.
Are you sure you get numbers?
People should come out in black and red, no party colors. We are not going there with party
Where's the
colors.
venue?
We are starting at around the Supreme Court.
Okay.
Then we'll come.
So you're walking towards Jubilee House?
Yes, we'll drop the first petition at the Supreme Court. Then we'll drop the second one at Parliament. Then the last petition at the Jubilee House.
So your assembly point is Supreme Court?
Yes, the old park down.
The police allowed you that you should start from there?
Yes.
Very well. On Monday?
On Monday.
What time?
5 a.m. Let's all gather there.
If you don't get your people, we'll laugh at you.
No. I'm telling you that it's not about our people. No.
You are the youth organizer of NPP.
Yes.
So
Look,
if I say your people,
we'll get people. People will come out. But you and I, our rights and freedoms, privileges are at stake here.
Very well.
As citizens of this country.
We'll bring our cameras to cover you.
Yes, come, wear black and come, or red, all of you.
No. When you wear black and the sun it will soak you sweat. So you
but
white,
you allow
white
the NDC to achieve what they are doing at your own peril. You are a student of law.
I'm bringing you the camera to give you coverage, and that is what you want.
But also show that you are not happy.
No, I'm either at this side of the camera or the other side. For now, I'm at this side of the camera. So allow me to do
At the end of the day,
yes,
it is our democracy we are trying to safeguard. A democracy that is being battered into pieces.
Very well.
And we allow this to go on. We have pulled the last trigger to a military coup d'etat in this country.
I pray that doesn't happen. Thank you for speaking
So there should be sanity.
Thank you for speaking to us. That's Salam Mustafa. He's National Youth Organizer of the New Patriotic Party. This is Channel 1 Newsroom on Channel 1 Television. We take a break now. When we come back, as the world observes World Press Freedom Day, government vows to pursue Ahmed Swale's murder case to its logical conclusion. More on that when we come back. Please stay.
So much love in the air. What are we looking at?
Thank you guys for joining us on this unforgettable night.
Paw Patrol is on a roll.
It's Max Verstappen in the lead. The megastar is here. Absolutely sensational.
Let's go!
Just taking a trip down memory lane.
Get unbelievable entertainment that is unbelievably easy to own. Get and stay connected to DSTV.
Every day, people have money emergencies. Ma, I need my school fees emergency. Mommy, chop money emergency. Emergency. Catch it. I'm your rent emergency. Now, there's a new emergency number in town.
More money, challenge and enjoyment. At the top life we got.
Dial star 770 hash for all your money emergencies and chop life.
Dial star 770 hash for money emergencies and get easy and quick access to your money, loans, and other banking needs. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
You're welcome back. Now, the maternity ward at the St. Anne Catholic Hospital in the West Gonja municipality of the Savannah region is in dire need of a modern and well-equipped facility. Currently, the ward operates with just 2 outdated delivery beds and struggles to meet the needs of the municipality and its surrounding communities. There's more in this report.
Despite its recent upgrade to a regional hospital, the St. Anne Catholic Hospital still lacks a modern and fully equipped maternity ward. President John Dramani Mahama was born at this particular ward. The ward, which doubles as both a labor and delivery unit, suffers from a shortage of essential equipment needed to provide proper care for expectant mothers and their newborns. Speaking to Channel 1 News, Felicia Sabome, the person in charge of the maternity ward, lamented the daily struggles faced by midwives who must care for women in labor with only 2 obsolete delivery beds and minimal logistics.
This is where we conduct the delivery, all deliveries. So you can see basically the place is too small. We have 2 beds for the delivery. So in a case where we have more than 2 women who are in second stage, so it becomes a challenge. And then because of the space, you see that the whole place is a bit scattered in a way because the space is not actually enough. And then we also have a resuscitation area. And then there was supposed to be a warmer door. So it got spoiled and we are here to get a warmer for that. So we'll really be grateful if we can get people to come in and then support us.
She added that the ward lacks adjustable beds, baby warmers, and other critical equipment needed for safe deliveries and neonatal care. She appealed to the government and stakeholders to intervene and provide them with modern, well-furnished maternity ward.
If we deliver the baby and the baby is not maybe like breathing well and there are other problems, this is where we bring the baby at least to take care of in case of maybe oxygen delivery and other things and to help the baby breathe. So this is our resuscitation area. And then you can see, yes, it's shaking, and then you see it's even too small and it's looking very old. So, and there was supposed to be a lamp here. Yes, a radiant warmer. Yes, sorry for that. It's a warmer, so that it will help produce heat while the baby is here, and we are still attending to the mother. But it got spoiled, and then we are here to get one for that.
The medical director and general surgeon at the St. Anne Hospital also voiced his concerns. He highlighted the hospital's struggle with inconsistent electricity supply, noting that the facility
shares a single transformer with the entire community, causing frequent overloads.
The building itself, we've made a lot of appeal. We think where we have reached, that building is not befitting. So we'll be very happy if we can get a new maternity complex, and so that it can help in our maternal care. And we are doing our best, so the building should not actually be a limiting factor. The transformer is overloaded, so any small thing, the power will just go off. This has actually led to damage to a lot of our gadgets. So sometimes the power go off and quickly come, then the voltage is so high, it damages something in the equipment. As I've said earlier on, this equipment are very expensive. So sometimes when they get spoiled, it's difficult for us to repair it from our IG, because some of them, when they quote the money that is involved, is so high that it's as equal as buying a new one, and we don't really have that money.
Some patients revealed that due to the inadequate beds in the wards, they are compelled to manage with the few and deteriorated ones available.
How do you feel delivering in this hospital?
It's bad because the beds are not enough, and even the hospital, if they want to bring someone inside, unless they discharge some before, and some too came and they will discharge them. So we need the best plenty. Even the chairs are not enough for us. The bed sheets are not enough. Plenty things are not enough here.
Wano baby ane nye kura ya na baby ayeda no enye maye ye mpa na ayeda no ni nyina bubu saa dan ni so aye wo ho no dan ni nyina ye kitwa se papa me pacho na wa ba hwe baby amaye na yetimi wu kama na ye da ho na ye free me pacho bebre e ma why.
Now, academic activities at the Presbyterian Senior High Technical School at Ebri in the Okuapim South Municipality of the Eastern Region on Friday, May 2, came to a halt following a devastating rainstorm which ripped off some key structures within the school. This unfortunate incident has forced students to attend classes in makeshift structures, making life unbearable for both teachers and students of the school. Channel 1 News' Neoni Amate Kanako has more in this report.
A greater part of the dining hall roofing came down during the rainstorm, which lasted for several hours. The roofing of the visual arts, business, and technical classroom blocks were all affected, disrupting teaching and learning. The students have been forced to use the assembly hall as a makeshift dining hall, an unfortunate situation as the hall cannot accommodate the over 3,000 student population. Speaking to journalists, the headmistress of the school, Mrs. Joyce Appiah, appealed to the government for immediate intervention to salvage the situation.
As at now, the students are eating from the assembly hall. That's where we also write our exams. Very soon, we'll write Becky there, Wasi there. So we pray that government should come and help us.
She also appealed for beds for both the newly built boys and girls dormitories, as the old ones currently being occupied are in deplorable states.
By the grace of God, the government has built a new dormitory for us. Boys dormitory, girls dormitory. Almost about 98%. The boys dormitory has been handed over to the school. But the students are not using them because we don't have any bed in the dormitory. We are grateful to the government. But please come to our aid. We need the beds for them. The old dormitories.
Now, the Janima Forest Reserve in the Seche South District of the Ashanti region is facing a growing threat as unknown individuals continue to clear parts of the protected land for farming activities. The chief of Wiamuase traditional area has voiced serious concerns about the ongoing distraction, warning that while national attention is largely directed at illegal mining, this quieter but equally harmful environmental crisis is being dangerously ignored. Channel 1 News' Ashanti regional correspondent Bright Yeboah has more.
Covering approximately 15.54 square kilometers, the Janima Forest Reserve was officially gazetted in 1931 and is among 9 reserves managed under the Offenso Forest District. Evidence of illegal clearing is visible across parts of the forest, with some areas freshly cleared and prepared for cultivation, while others are already being used for cocoa farming. Speaking to Channel 1 News, Anabuachi Yadom, chief of the Wiamoasi traditional area, expressed deep worry over the uncontrolled clearing of trees within the reserve. He emphasized that although illegal mining continues to dominate national discourse, this less conspicuous but equally destructive activity is being dangerously neglected.
Said the Abani Swadi Huna, or Jah Forest and the Atuho, said the Beya, a beboa in Chirima, and the home I dachi. Titru be me nyam from my papa na abodie nhwe mu so e wo ho nso a eboa e ma nyapade su bibre efri mu biti se timba obia ni tua organa ha se na no da se obiti me tu galam se ase e ade a edi o ma nya pa enne ofensu obia mu a sabe emu a katetene ne nya o mu firi nsuo mu nyina enne ase abo.
He also accused the Forestry Commission of contributing to the degradation through its inaction and lack of effective monitoring.
Suboni nyina bebo forestry for. Ye hanan kasa ini forestry no office ni ha. Ebi wo mampon. Ene bi nso wo offenso ene abofo. Nanso wo mo nso na forest no ekuta wo mo a wo mo hweso. Ebi tete ha de but office nan kasa ni ha. Nenam say forest no warranty officers ni betete ha nanso sa enua ye twa firi mu pie na mo ne de ade agam ne di mu ade pia ho anam de be so bo bebo no forest fo anam de bebo wo mo bi se de ade agam na wa makwa me de ade pia na ho anaye.
In a response, Edward Nyama, manager of the Forestry Commission for the Offensive Forestry District, rejected claims of widespread encroachment. He explained that the Gianima Forest Reserve legally accommodates about 41 admitted farms, which permit regulated farming within designated areas.
I totally disagree with people who are saying that the forest has been encroached by settlers. Because with a forest reserve, that small forest reserve with 41 admitted farms, surely the indigenes may be employing or engaging some of the settlers who are working for them, even in the various admitted farms.
However, Edward Nyama conceded that some farmers have expanded their activities beyond the permitted zones. He urged the government to increase staffing levels to enhance monitoring and enforcement efforts.
I will not deny that there hasn't been any extension, because with human institutions that we are, there are areas that people have gazetted, have extended their farms. We are also appealing to the government to come in so that we will be having enough staff, then put them in charge of this road so that these extensions will be protected.
With all attention fixed on illegal mining, this growing concern of deforestation reminds us that the fight for environment must be multifaceted. For Channel 1 News, I am Bright Tiboa.
Now, the government has vowed to pursue the case involving the murder of member of investigative journalism group Ahmed Swale. To its logical conclusion, one person has so far been arrested in connection to Swale's assassination, which was reported to have been connected with his work as a journalist in 2019. As we mark the 2025 World Press Freedom Day, Channel 1 News' Fauzu Masawudu highlights the need for a concerted effort to protect the rights of journalists in the following report.
In 2018, journalists Ohema Sechiwa Awenepa, then with Adom FM, while discharging her duties, received fiery blows from NPP supporter Hajia Fati at the party's headquarters in Accra. Lateef Idrisu is still battling the cascading effects of a fractured skull years after he was allegedly assaulted by uniformed police officers during the coverage of a protest.
He held my shirt, pulled me back, and slapped me in the face. He came and held me again. Who are you? I'm talking to you and I'm telling you.
The troubling tales of how Channel 1 News' Mohammed Aminu Alabira was attacked by then Yendi MP Farouk Mahama cannot be overemphasized, and ultimately the gruesome murder of Ahmed Swale will forever be etched in the dark days of journalism in Ghana.
Whilst press freedom is important every day, putting a day or setting a day aside to commemorate it reminds us of the role of the media in society and why freedom is critical. Freedom from oppression, freedom from restrictions that hamper our ability to perform our constitutional function of essentially informing and educating the public.
Despite existing laws, journalists in Ghana continue to face brazen attacks in varied forms. Deputy Presidential Spokesperson Shamima Muslim attributes the phenomenon to the lack of commitment to enforce these laws, while indicating what the government seeks to do differently.
Slow-paced nature, regarding cases involving the abuse of journalists in our courts, and sometimes journalists do not get justice at the courts. And if a journalist cannot get justice at the courts, where can journalists get justice from? So His Excellency is completely committed to protecting the rights and enforcing the existing rights of journalists.
Despite Ghana's significant progress on the Global Press Freedom Index from 62nd to 50th in 2024, the country has slid from 50th to 52nd, highlighting the uncertainties about media freedom in Ghana. The Ghana Journalists Association, at an event to mark this year's World Press Freedom Day, expressed worry over the decline, citing the various indicators, including safety and security, economic factors, and political variables.
The details of our performance in this year's World Press Freedom Index clearly attest to how bad we are doing as a country. It also reinforces the need for us to intensify our effort at promoting press freedom. According to our record this year, there have been 11 cases of assault against journalists. All 11 of them occurred in February this year.
For the government, pursuing the case involving the killing of Ahmed Swale to a logical conclusion would align with its commitments to shaping the future of media freedom in Ghana.
This government is resolute in its commitment to concluding investigations into the murder of Ahmed Swale and ensuring that justice is served. I must place it on record also that we remain unwavering in our commitment to protecting journalists and upholding their constitutional freedoms. The future of press freedom in Ghana cannot be a pendulum that swings with political cycles. It must be grounded in law, safeguarded by civic vigilance, nurtured by a culture of transparency and a balance between rights and responsibilities.
There have, however, been increased calls for responsible journalism, particularly amidst the emergence of artificial intelligence.
Without a vigilant journalist to guide its use, AI risks reinforcing biases, spreading misinformation, or amplifying undemocratic tendencies under the guise of efficiency.
Machines can learn and improve, but it's what you feed it that improves it and what you take it through. So we can see how there can be a quantum leap in the quality of work we do if properly harnessed. Most innovations start with private sector people wanting to add value, but you also need regulation and compliance to ensure that it doesn't become destructive.
Journalism is the profession that brings us as close as possible to the hearts of the world. From the field to the news desk, we tell those stories that shape the contours of society. As the world marks World Press Freedom Day, the least you could do is to be nice to a journalist. Reporting for Channel 1 News, Fauzuma Saudu, Accra.
Well, that's it for Channel 1 Newsroom on Channel 1 Television. I am Umaru Sandamadu. Thank you so much for watching.
Guys, I've been struggling with myself on this, yeah? So please, help my dilemma. Between the chicken and the egg, which came first? Anyways, you're welcome to the show. This is Vox Pop Central with yours truly Tajuddin, right here on Ghana's #1 and Ghana's favorite television station, Channel 1 TV. Today we are right here at Achimota to find out between the chicken and the egg, which one came first. But like I tell you all the time, when you see me in the streets, Murife, don't run, don't run, don't run. I'll catch you right after this break.
Kwame Asariobeng, popularly known as A+, joins Frima Edinyame and Nanatufo Boating on the Upside Down Show this Sunday.
I need you to be brutally honest with us, as candid as you can be. Why did you become an MP? Was it to show somebody, say, yeah, some can say, but me to a day?
If I want, I will be.
Yeah,
that is part of it. And listen, guys, all of you watching me, don't spend too much time arguing about what others can't achieve.
Isn't it interesting how people in the entertainment space are making it up the political ladder?
Don't let people take you too serious. They'll fight you.
Yeah.
So when I was campaigning, I'll go and campaign, I'll rush to UTV, I'll come and fight small UTV. The next day they'll be on social media fighting, I'll be in the village campaigning. Before they saw I was MP. Of course. Yeah, they should see us as concert. We will show them.
Accompanying him is DJ Abeko. And a poet, Joel King speaks.
Because like labels, I was stuck the cripple, and my friend a dumb man also part of the clan of disables.
Join us this Sunday at 7 p.m. prompt for the Upside Down Show, only on Channel 1 TV.
Hi.
Hi.
What's your name?
I'm Mohammed.
Mohammed. Yeah. Between the chicken and the egg, which came first?
The egg.
Why?
Hey, no, the chicken.
Yeah.
Why?
Hey, what's with the egg?
What are the full meaning of these? PDF.
PDF. I don't know.
No problem.
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi, yeah. It's an internet. Yeah. That is wireless. No cord.
USB.
USB. Universal. Oh, Charlie. Universal. Oh, Charlie. Go and sit down.
Tell me the name of each animal you see, okay? What is it?
It's a sheep. Cow. That's a goat.
Bless. Between the chicken and the egg, which came first?
Oh, definitely the egg will come first. So definitely, you will be pregnant before you born. Okay. You can't just born like that. Okay. You are not a magician.
What are the full meaning of these? DVD.
DVD.
Yeah.
DVD.
Yeah.
You have a whole lot of explanation. Okay. D can be David.
Yeah.
V can be vision. And even other D can be delivering.
Jesus, Jesus. So David vision delivery.
Yeah.
Okay, Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi is something that is network. Network is Wi-Fi is everywhere in the global world.
Okay.
So Wi-Fi is everywhere.
Okay. Hey. Now fear don't catch me.
Okay. PDF.
Well, PDF, I don't know. I can give that explanation.
Okay. No problem.
Okay, USB.
The USB is something like code.
Chai.
You can use this a code.
So it's a USB cord.
Yeah, USB cord.
Okay. Tell me the name of the animals you see, okay?
This is a goat.
Clap for her.
This is a cow.
God forbid.
And the same cow. This is a sheep.
Chairman, what's up?
Yes, sir.
What's your name?
My name is Kweku.
Kweku.
What is you?
Ade, between the chicken and the egg, which came first?
Chicken and the egg.
Yeah.
Which one will come first?
Yeah.
The egg will come first.
Yeah.
If the chicken will come first.
Wonderful. Shall never end.
Okay. Why?
You say why?
Yeah.
Why say why?
What are the full meaning of these? DVD.
Yeah. I beg, I'm a foreigner.
What do you mean by that?
I'm a foreigner, so I don't know.
You're foreigner.
Yeah,
I'm foreigner.
Yeah.
Okay. This is what? DVD. Yeah.
Relax.
Digital.
Okay. Video.
Digital video.
That.
Okay. That.
Wi-Fi. I mean, they use Wi-Fi.
Oh, me, I know they use Wi-Fi.
Really? USB.
What's it?
Okay, you. Before I let you go, no, don't make it for me. I did give you my guy. So tell me the name of the animal you see.
That is sheep. That is goat. This one be cow.
Yeah.
And this one to be cow. This one